Riotminds presents an award-winning role-playing game. Trudvang. Riotminds presents an award-winning role-playing game. Trudvang Chronicles. There are many tales and sagas about Trudvang. Many songs about the fallen heroes. Based on the Norse and Celtic myths and legends, Riotminds present a world of endless adventures. Draw your sword, call upon the gods, weave your magic.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Welcome, everybody, to second stream of the day with Group 1, our veterans. We had some problems with the connection and stuff here, so sorry for the wait. So let's just very quickly introduce ourselves like we always do, just to get everybody up to speed. And then I want somebody to kind of summarize what happened last time. So, Brian, who are you?
Brian, I'm playing Jorin Ravenhold, a Dyfir, a half-elf of elf and Stormlander blood. He is the only son or offspring or child, I guess, of the Ravenhold clan currently. That's a male. And they maintain, his family maintains the lands west of the Copperwoods. And his father is well-known and is the eldest of the Ravenhold clan. And they have connections to, he's a ranger. His father's a ranger. Jorin is a ranger, well, Dimwalker mostly, probably 75-25 Dimwalker ranger. And yeah, that's about it. He's got connections with some other people in the land, most notably a dwarven family who raised Lycklig.
Right. Your character and Lycklig's character has some connection there.
Yeah,
Also,
their fathers know each other.
Greg, did we lose you on Roll20 again?
I managed to get 2 characters of myself on there. So, and I couldn't figure out how to.
You can just remove it with backspace.
Ah, okay.
So I just removed it for you.
Started again.
Yeah, there we go. Now you're back up there. All right, everybody's there. Okay, so Brian, Elendil, who are you? Greg.
My character's name is Vesteinn. He is a half-gray troll. He grew up on the farm, Yarkenheath, and is the foster son of Karlchen Vitner. He's not the brightest sharpest knife in the drawer, and but he is big and strong, so he has been a member of the farm's herd, and is also the kind of the big physical laborer on the farm.
Right. Perfect. Nirnie, welcome back. You weren't here with us last time, but now you're back again.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm Nirnie, and I'm playing the dwarf Greld, as you know him. Greld Fairhair, to be exactly. He's a dwarvish bard. You haven't heard much about him singing, but you have heard him play on his drum, among other things. And I don't think you know much about him. He's a dwarf, and he kind of tend to himself, especially after this accident with the cart that accidentally hit Jorin quite badly. He have tried to apologize as good as he could, but well, he got a bit of problems with the social bits.
Right. I'm just looking at your character sheet right now. What happened? It looks really weird. Just gonna try to fix it.
It might be that I tried to copy and paste the.
Oh, you copied it into one. You made one massive thing of it. Okay, let's fix it for you.
Yeah, I have to check that out.
We can take care of that later.
Yeah.
But yeah, for now you can use it again. Okay, perfect. And then we have Alpakka.
Yes, I am Waldhelm. I'm a rogue with some Vitner power as a delusion Vitner. So I think I'm gonna be. I think it's called arcane trickster. I don't know.
Kind of like that, huh?
Yeah. So yeah,
Perfect.
and that's who I am. Nobody knows a lot of me, but
They know
That's
what
it.
you look like, and they know that you're there.
yeah.
So what about Siggi?
I'm Siggi. I'm from New York, and I'm playing Valravn, who is a kind of a Dimwalker of the Gerbanis religion, and she's traveling with her uncle, who is deaf and mute.
Right. Perfect. And Flynn.
Flynn, I'm playing Lycklig. He is a dweller who specializes in blacksmith. He's got some warrior training because his adopted parents were dwarves, though he's a human. His first language is Dwarven, and he speaks Common. I'll use the word Common, whatever we want to use there for the language here, with a heavy Dwarven accent.
Right. So the language in this area is Vrok. So you speak Vrok with a heavy dwarven accent. And of course,
I have a my -1 on my charisma because I am a albino.
Right, albino. That's right. So people are quite superstitious in the Stormlands, right? So most people would kind of be a little bit afraid of you, or a little bit like they wouldn't really trust you, and maybe they wouldn't want to talk with you. Perfect. Maybe they will stay away. You know. Luckily, we've been spending most of our time in the wilderness, so. So, who wants to summarize what happened last time?
Can Nirnie do it?
Yeah, I could definitely do
But
that.
Nirnie didn't even come last time. Alpakka. Is that a GM's time to shine? I guess. I kind of like to have one of you say it though, because if I say it, it's kind of from my perspective, you know.
Yeah, but
yeah.
Last week we continued on. We reached our
destination
goal, Magnus's
farm, Bearfield, right?
Bearfield. I couldn't remember. I didn't make notes. I should, but I didn't. We delivered our tribute. Magna's daughter has apparently been taken by trolls, and we are trying to track her down. After doing a little bit of investigation around the farm. And we have now gone into the nearby woods where we have stumbled upon a troll and another creature.
Right.
Having a meal. They're cooking something, and we move to attack. This is after making our way through a gorge where apparently goblins were living.
Right.
We did some trading with them to try and get an idea on where they saw the trolls and the Magna's daughter, who I know we have a name for, but I do not remember it, have gone.
Right. So her name is Sola.
Sola.
Right. Flynn knows.
Sola.
So yeah, that's pretty much what happened last time, right? And yeah, you just came upon these two, what you guess are trolls of some kind. One very big one, taller than the tallest man, and one very small one, like half of your normal length, pretty much. And they were snickering and giggling about something, probably cooking something. Yeah, Nirnie?
Is he bigger or smaller than Vesteinn? Because if I remember right, Vesteinn is huge.
2 meters.
Yeah.
2 meters.
I am probably huge for a human at that time, but if this is a real troll, no, it's going to be bigger than me.
Yeah, he's pretty much 2.5 meters.
Wow. He could
eat
me.
He is super big.
Oh.
He probably would, given the chance.
He has a similar kind of hue to his skin as Vesteinn, though. Kind of a similar hue, and he kind of looks a little bit like Vesteinn. Yeah, might be Vestein's father. Who knows? No, it's not. It ended with Jorin sending an arrow flying in the middle of the back of this massive troll, and he started like trying to reach it, scratching his back and like jumping around and ow, 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 ow. And the little one just laughed and like jumped around him pretty much. And they turn around and see you guys rushing towards them.
Somebody push him in the fire.
Right, and as they turn around, the big one draws his two-handed sword, which also doubles as the skewer for their meal. And he kind of draws it around like this and like sees the thing, whatever it is on the sword, and like gets a little bit surprised and then like takes a bite out of it and then gets ready to fight you guys with the actual carcass still on the sword. And the little one just looks extremely excited and goes down on all four and then starts rushing towards you guys. So let's just roll initiative and stuff if we haven't already. And we can see. Let's see here. So it's a D10 and then as high as you can.
And
plus or minus your initiative modifier, of course, depending on what weapons you're using, your equipment you're using, what spell you're using. So don't forget to plan your action round, right? While the other people are doing their action, make sure that you have planned your next action in advance. That means what kind of attack are you going to do, what kind of movement are you going to do, what kind of spell are you going to do, remove the initiative from the spell, and check the points you're going to put, so we don't need to wait for each and every one to do something. Right. And like before, I will start counting down, and then you just say your initiative when you get to that instance.
No.
I have forgotten again how to roll on roll 20.
So it's slash, or like a what do you call it?
Yeah, it's a slash.
Slash R, a space, and then 1d10. All right. So you don't need to tell me right now your initiative. I will count down and you just tell me then. Yeah, and don't forget to also subtract your initiative modifier that you have on the first page of the character sheet. Before we start the combat, I just want to see if there's any questions or anything that's unclear about the combat, how it works. So we don't need to explain it in the middle.
If I have
Probably everything. So I'm going to just roll my dice and you tell me if I hit or I didn't hit.
Right. But you guys all remember how it worked with the combat capacity, right?
Mm-hmm.
So spells do not work like I thought they did.
Right.
Yeah.
You learned something last time.
Yeah. So spells, you take the spells level 1 through 5, and that's the initiative modifier. And then you take that times 2 to your SV roll for it.
Right.
So level 1 spell, if you have a SV of 9, you'd have to roll under a 7.
Exactly. That's how it works with spells, but Vesteinn is not a spell-flinging guy, right? So
No,
it should be
I
quite
have
easy.
no magic ability.
And on the first page of all of your character sheets, I wrote down some sample attacks for you, like the maximum amount of SV that you can accumulate for your different weapons. So that's something you can go and take a look at. You can kind of split it up into 2 attacks, for example, or 1 attack and 1 parry if you want. But the total amount should be the SV that I wrote there for you guys. If you have a shield, it's a little bit different. So, anybody else have any questions right now?
Quick question.
Yeah.
I took Ironclad in my skills, but only at level 1. Does that negate my -2 with my chainmail? Because I see it in initiative that it didn't change it. So do I just manually do that?
Yeah, because I did not add that feature to the sheet. I need to do that.
Not a problem. That's okay. That's one of those things I was just looking at, thinking,
Yeah, that's good. Good that you noticed
Thank
that.
you for letting me know.
Yeah, that's the thing. Siggi is making the sheet that we're using, right? And of course, there's always stuff that we need to add or fix. So that's perfect. So yeah, just do that manually. So if everybody is ready and know what they want to do, we can start the combat. I'm just gonna move our little guys here around.
Combat.
There we go. Okay, so let's start with 20 to 15. Nobody? 15 to 10? No? 9? 8?
Oh, I had an 11.
Okay, quicker. Come on. Okay, so Siggi.
That dagger. Dagger is going to stay where he is, and if he doesn't have his weapons out, he's going to draw them. I think he already has his weapons out.
Yeah, everybody has their weapons out. You can
Dagger's not
postpone.
going to do anything.
You can postpone your action. If you postpone your action, it will cost you
Take a
some.
negative to it, right?
Yeah, exactly. Let's see here. Doesn't say on my little paper. I think it's like -5 or something on your combat points if you postpone your action and wait. So yeah, let's say that -5. If you so you can just postpone it then.
Attack. I'm intending to block.
Okay. Well then it's no minus. It's just
yeah.
All right.
Actually, dagger is going to move up a little. Nah, he's gonna stay where he is. Nice place, blocking the path. That's his job, and that's his.
Perfect. Okay. So then we go 9. No, 8.
Oh, 10, sorry.
Come on.
You just gone to Siggi and suddenly you go for 9 from 11.
Yeah, you need to say something. Okay, come on. Go for it.
Yeah. I want to walk in the shadows.
All right. Stealth.
No, can I do sneak attack since they are turned around, or?
If you get behind them.
Yeah, I was behind them and then suddenly turn around. But yeah, I think I'm gonna stay where I am, but I'm gonna use the walk in the shadow.
Okay. So what is your SV in the walking shadows?
My SV is 10.
Okay. Roll under the 10 down.
Yeah. Let me see. Then it's a dice D20 less than 10. I think that should be right.
Yeah, perfect. You succeeded.
Yes.
With +2. So, right. So do you want to do anything else? You can use your combat points to move if you want.
Yeah. Since I'm walking the shadows, so I'm gonna be almost invisible to walk around them.
Yeah, you can try, and remember there's 2 combat points per meter.
Yeah.
So where do you want to move to?
Let me see. Just take the character. Press. No, wait. Control. No. What was it to make the character?
Pick him up with the mouse.
Yeah.
You can hold down Q. You can click on Q when you
Q.
press your character, and then you can move the mouse.
Oops.
Or you can also take the measuring tool on the left side there in the tools.
Okay, I'm just gonna move 2 meters. It's 2 combat points, right?
Per meter, so that's 4.
4 meters.
I mean, 4 combat points for 2 meters. So you can do like this, you know.
Yeah.
But remember, I mean, maybe you should try to move around this way.
Yeah, I was thinking about that way, so I'm just gonna move up there. Into the bushes up there.
Okay. So how many meters is that?
That was 4 meters.
So that's 8 points then.
Yep.
You have 8 free points.
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
I have
okay.
8 free points.
Perfect. So I'm gonna see if my characters here notice you. Let's see. Then we need to roll. Shadow Arts F6, and he have. Okay. It seems like the big one noticed you walking across there. It was kind of looking your way, like, what is that? So you're not walking in shadows anymore, but you did manage to get into the bush there. So you could try to do it again next time. Okay, so that's 10. Then we go to 9, 8, 7. 7 is the big guy. So he is going to... he seems to be unsure of what to do. So he's kind of just standing around waiting to see what the... He seemed to be waiting to see what the little guy did. And he says, Tangle, what are we going to do? What are these guys... What do they want? Do they want to take our food? He looks at the little one saying this. And the little one just looks up and says, yeah, they're here to take our food. We need to take it away from here. Yeah, Nirnie?
Do we understand what they are saying?
They say, well, you do. You understand what they're saying. The rest of you just hear, but Nirnie understands this Bastiumal. They're talking.
Do I have to wait for my initiative, or can I speak up right now if I want?
You can say something now if you want.
Yeah. They are just afraid of us stealing their food. We don't need to fight.
Okay, so they're trolls, right? So yeah, Greld is shouting this to you guys. You can respond if you want.
But their food might be the girl.
They got huge fucking ears.
Yeah, Lycklig last time, if you remember, Lycklig actually noticed that these the thing on the skewer had big ears and a big nose, and yeah, kind of like maybe a half, like 1 meter tall or something like that. So smaller than
That's
the girl
what
would have
you
been.
said.
Yeah.
Right.
So do anybody want to answer Greld and Valravn? Let's start from the left. So let's start with Brian. If Brian want to say something.
To the...
well, Greld just shouted that what they said in Bastiumal. Valravn answered and said maybe it's the girl that they're cooking.
We noticed last time that when we looked at it that it was not the girl, that it was a smaller creature, correct?
Right, yeah. Lycklig noticed that. Nobody else,
Yeah.
I think.
That's not the girl we're looking for. It's a smaller creature, but we need to know where the girl is. Ask them about him or about her.
Okay. So, Nirnie, Greld is the only one that can talk with them.
Yeah.
You want to ask them about it?
So I'm kind of going to, in that case, walk up so they can see me, because right now I'm standing in the bushes and I'm waving my arms and telling them to, you don't need to fight. We just want to know if you know anything about the human girl.
So the big one, he kind of looks at the little one confused, and he says, "Oh, it's just Piglet, no girl, only Piglet." And the little one seems quite enraged already, and doesn't seem to be listening to the big one at this point. So I'm just gonna take a look here and see what it says about them.
Is that your character right up front?
Sorry, Flynn?
I'm sorry, I only saw Dagger and Waldhelm that got moved. Nobody else seems to have moved. I thought he said that he was going to move to the front and talk to them. That's all.
Greld moved up. He didn't move to the front.
Yeah, he just moved up a little bit. But it seems like the little one was taken aback a little bit since one of you could actually speak their language. And the little one kind of looking around like, what's going on here? And the little one said, but you shot Ite. Why you shoot Ite?
It was a missed shot. It was meaning to be a warning. Sorry.
I think you want to eat our piglet. You tried to take our piglet from us.
A girl was kidnapped at the bare field, a human farm.
No girl, piglet. You don't seem to know anything about the girls as far as you can tell. But they don't seem to be that eager to fight either.
Yeah. So I'm watching the people in my group and telling them that they are saying it's a piglet, but that's a lie. But they just want to protect their food. If it's not a human child, why would we care?
So what do the rest of you say?
Perhaps the girl was very ugly.
Unfortunately, as I understand the combat system, I was gonna charge, basically move my full movement towards them, yelling the clan battle cry. I think I'm going to end up doing that and bumping into Greld and or
No.
Right.
I mean, there is space to move around.
Yeah, what?
It was.
Yeah, but my character is going to be is a charge straight ahead to get to the what he thinks is the bad guy.
Just don't run into Jorin, huh?
Jorin is off to my as the map sits northeast. It doesn't look like I'd hit him. I would be curious about Greld and Dagger, depending on how they moved.
Mm-hmm.
We were at what, initiative 7, right?
Right. I
Yeah.
don't go till -2, but still, I'm going to start the battle cry and effectively start moving.
So you're not saying anything. You kind of just already into your battle stance. So
Yes.
The little one asks, you speak. Are you hungry? Are you hungry?
No.
And the little one looks up at the big one and said, not hungry. No, maybe no problem. And he said, but about this? And he points at his arrow in the back. Ouchie! And he doesn't seem very happy about that. Actually, he's gonna run up. And he's done talking, it seems. So he is running up. Let's see here. 3 meters. Let's see. Yes. Right. Okay. So he's running up 3 meters and trying to hit Dagger with his massive two-handed sword. That's also is going through a goblinoid creature that's half roasted. So how many meters? Okay, 3, so 6. Okay, so let's see if he makes it. Yes. He managed to hit.
Okay, I will block.
Mm-hmm. All right.
That is a success. I rolled a 2.
All right. So let's see damage here. He does. Oh damn. Oh damn. Oh damn. He is not nice. So dagger block with his shield, right?
Yes.
So let me roll the damage in Roll20 actually, so everybody can see. That's more fun.
Now, and that so based on the protection value of the shield, right? How much
right.
block? Yes. Okay, so he deals 11 damage. So he deals 4 damage.
So no, I mean if it goes over the protection value, you don't take any damage.
Oh, the shield takes damage.
Right. So the shield takes 1 BV damage.
Is it 1 or is it the difference?
No, not the difference. Only 1.
Oh, okay.
So every time, doesn't matter how much she does above the protection value of the shield, it will always just do 1 damage to the shield. And the HP, the BP of the shield is the break value. Right, the BV. And when the BV goes down by 10, the protection value will lose 1 point.
Okay.
That's how it works. Okay.
So I can effectively block like 70 hits. Cool.
Right, exactly. So he there's just like grease and bits of half burnt flesh like spraying around Dagger as he blocks with his shield. And that's him. So let's go to 6. And then let's go to 5.
Oh, that's me. I'm 6.
6, okay.
I am going to cast a spell. I'm going to battle cry. And what's the range on battle cry?
It's not far. I mean, it should probably be enough. If it's not like 1 meter or something.
5 meters. I think dagger is within 5 meters.
You can use the measuring tool there. Huh?
Dagger is within 5 meters.
Perfect. So if you're done with your turn, by the way, start preparing for the next turn.
That is I rolled a 2 for that too, so that is a success.
Okay.
And both Dagger and Vesteinn now have a +2 to their stuff for 2 rounds.
Okay, perfect. Just keep track of that. And then we go to 5.
That's me.
All right, perfect.
I am postponing my action until next round.
All right, okay, cool.
+5 on initiative for doing so.
Exactly. And then we have 4.
That's my concentration.
And 3. And 2.
I got 2, but I was speaking, so I don't know if that's...
Speaking is free. Speaking is free.
Okay, yeah. In that case, I'm going to back off because that thing is big enough to, if he dies and he fell on me, I'm gonna be crushed. So I'm going back behind the bushes.
Okay, sure, you can do that. And then we have, was that 2?
Yep.
Okay, and then we have 1. So that's the little one.
Did Lycklig go?
I'm 1. Do we go simultaneous with 1?
You go first. Players.
All I did was move from here. I was over near Jorin, and I've moved 10 boxes to where I am located now, right here.
Okay, so
that was my whole movement.
Right, so you just use your whole movement to move, and then you can do anything else.
That's all I did. And my shield, because I'm carrying the spear, my shield is strung across my back, like you see in the movies. They throw it over their back. That's where it is. So, because it's a 2-handed spear.
Right.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, so the little guy, the little one, she's gonna move as well. Let's see. She has she has like a little shield and a bad quality looking sea axe that she's gonna run up with her. So let's see. She's gonna move up to dagger as well. So she's moving and using, and then she's gonna try to jump up on dagger's shoulders. That's gonna be. Wait, move dagger away. Let's put her here. So she's gonna use 6 points then to jump up there, and that means that she has no points left. So she jumped up on Dagger's shoulders. She's now. Dagger can do a dexterity save. So that's 10 plus minus your dexterity, and then you need to roll under that with a d20.
Roll a d20. Okay.
Also, sorry, my connection was bad here. Maybe you guys.
That's a fail.
Okay, so this little guy is on the top of Dagger's shoulders right now, and that's her. Then we have 0, and then -1, -2, -3.
Okay. -2.
Perfect. Right.
I am going to charge. Oh, come on. Up and attack.
Perfect.
So,
And you have a +2 on all combat actions.
right. So /R, and it's 1d20, right?
Yeah. Do you want to? Since you're pretty much last in the round, right? You don't really need to worry about anybody attacking you this round, so you can use all of your. But also remember, you need to pay for the movement.
Right. And okay, so it's 5 meters. I hadn't figured out how to use the measuring tool. 5 meters at 2 meters, that's 10 points. So I have 8 left.
Okay.
And I am pumping in all 8 to attack him, if I understand how the system works.
So you have to roll a 10 or lower. Because you have the bonus from my spell.
Right.
Okay.
Hey, Siggi, where's the initiative on the sheet?
It's on the very first page, the character traits, all the way at the bottom.
Oh, I roll a 1.
Ooh.
Sweet.
Oh, that's a perfect roll. I'm gonna write that down.
Let's see. I have a 2-handed hammer.
So that means you get 2d10,
Ouch.
2d10, and then open roll on 10 plus your strength modifier.
No. Heavy weapons.
Oh yeah, it's a
open
heavy
roll is,
one-handed.
8,
On an 8 to
9,
10.
and 10.
Right. Is it one-handed weapon or two-handed weapon?
It's a
100
2-handed.
weapon got 10.
Okay, so the 8 to 10 then. Perfect. The roll
Do I
that
need to
damage.
make the roll for the 2d10s separately?
You can just roll it in the roll 20 here.
Right, but I mean, do I need to roll it as
No. Just roll them together and we'll see.
19?
Okay, so one of them actually got a 10, so you can roll another d10.
I mean, he can roll both of them again.
Why? Oh yeah, it's 8 to 10. Okay, yeah, roll 2d10 again.
Dang.
You can just tap up and it'll fill with whatever you last typed.
Do you have any strength modifier?
Yeah, I have a 4 strength, so I should have
So that's
at least 4.
35 damage.
Wow.
So, god damn it. 35 damage. So Vesteinn runs up with his massive 2-handed hammer. You kind of see his eyes turns red,
Yellow.
and he gets into a berserker rage and just like jumps and slams down on the left shoulder of this massive troll, and he just slams him to the ground, pretty much.
Should have named the character Maxwell Edison.
For 35 damage. Yeah.
Wow.
Damn. 35. He looks quite hurt at this point. He looks like
Not
he's really
necessarily.
hurt. He looks like he's really hurt. He looks like like this. Okay. So let's do like this in the future. When your turn is done, roll new initiative straight away, and decide what to do straight away while we wait for the other people. And you don't need to roll in roll 20. You can roll it at home with your dice at home if you want. I'm gonna trust you anyway. And remember, it's also an open roll, so if you get a 10, you get to roll again. Nirnie.
Oh, that's great. Okay, yeah.
Okay. Are you guys ready with initiative?
Almost. Okay, so I'm gonna -1 right now. It's a D10, right?
Yeah, D10, open roll on 10.
Oh my god. I hate this so much.
All right, everybody done?
It's all the stupid modifiers. It's armor and the dex and
Yeah.
what I'm trying to do with my weapon.
Yeah, I'm gonna redo that part to make it a little.
I don't know why it applies every round if I'm sitting there with my bow out. If it would honestly.
So your armor applies every round.
No, I understand that,
But
but
your weapon's only when you're intending to use them.
but it's already out. I'm already aiming. It's dumb.
Yeah. So,
Right.
but you were waiting, right? So you get a +5 on that.
Yeah, sorry, it becomes a -1.
Really?
Yeah, because -3 is the armor, -1 for.
Oh, okay, okay. I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little bit.
My dex +2.
That's a little bit harsh.
Hold on, I get a +3. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I give them your rolling.
So now this round, when you're done with your turn, start rolling your initiative and everything straight away.
Plus a 10.
Oh, so that roll again. You get another D10.
Sorry about that, guys. I don't mean to be like dorking the system. But... All right, so I got a 14, I guess.
Yeah, perfect. So 20 to 15. No? 15 to 10?
That would be me, 14.
Yeah.
And Nirnie, what do you
again,
have?
trying to figure this out. So I'm usually good at math. So I'm going to. What's the modifier for shooting into melee combat?
-5.
Holy shiza. Is that initiative or just attack wise?
Just attack roll on the skill value.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot.
The big one or the small one?
I was aiming, so I'm gonna spend a round to not hit anybody else if I fumble, and then.
I think you spend round after.
Yeah, you spend them after the fact.
All right. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try to shoot the big troll that's attacking dagger.
All right, cool. Go for it.
Cool. Let's see what happens here.
Poor guy.
Just a D20.
Is there a modifier to that because the troll is prone or something?
He's not prone. He just went down on his knee and then came up again, pretty much.
So it becomes a 10 for me.
Your maximum skill value is 15.
Yeah.
All right. That should be a success.
No, I rolled it wrong. I put it greater than 10.
Yeah. So that's really good. So roll damage. What kind of bow do you have?
Just the one that does D10.
The hunting bow, or the long bow?
I want to see. It's the bigger one.
Okay, so that's 9 to 10. I think is the what you need to. So that's not a open roll. So 8 damage.
Sir.
Then he has.
Do range attacks add anything like dexterity or?
No.
No. Only melee. Okay.
He looks super hurt right now. Actually, actually, how do you want to do this, Brian? How do you want to finish him?
Yeah, I just plan it right in his eye.
Right in his eye. So you see, Jorin has been aiming for quite a while, and he finally lets loose, and the arrow goes straight and finds through his target of the big troll's right eye, and he just pierces through it, and you see it comes out on the other side, and like with a splash of brain matter and blood on the back, and the little troll kind of starts screaming like a crazy idiot when this happens.
And I curse in Elvish.
And the little troll goes crazy at this point.
Salangsano.
Awesome. So that massive troll is quite dead. Let's see if we can put some kind of dead. Perfect. Good one. Next, let's see. But that was 14. We had another one in 15 to 10, right?
Yes,
Okay. Nirnie?
So, is it Q if I want to check how many meters? No?
Just use the measuring tool.
Okay, so how do I measure things?
On the left side, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th or fourth tool, I think, if you're not the GM. It looks like a circle with a ruler inside of it.
Wait, so, okay, yeah, so I want to run up to dagger, and then I want to try to grab this little goblin or troll or whatever it is, just to drag him off dagger.
Okay.
Or her off.
Nirnie, you may not hear it, but we have the echo again, so make sure the only thing that you got going for audio and video is Zoom.
It should be Zoom.
I don't hear an echo, actually.
That's
I
weird.
don't either hear echo.
That's weird.
Not on my end either.
Okay.
Maybe
So, but I think that this costs all the points I got in attack.
So to
I can
move-
just run up to him.
So how many meters is it up to him?
4.
Okay, so that's 8 points.
Yeah, and that's all the points I got. So.
Okay, so you just run up to him this turn now.
That's good.
Okay. If you want to grab somebody, it costs 2 combat points per level, and you need to have wrestling. Do you have wrestling?
Nope.
No.
And my points are out.
Right, so you can't really grab him then if you don't have wrestling or unarmed at least.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can, because you still have a base chance if you have fighting in wrestling, huh?
I don't, not anymore.
Let's see here. We are talking about Nirnie. You have 5 SV in wrestling. Actually, it should be 4. There we go. So you can do it, but you need to spend 2 combat points per each level of wrestling you want to use.
Yeah, and I can't do it now because I have
next turn.
it costs up. Yeah.
Okay, so that's 15 to 10, and then we have 9, 8, 7, 6,
Here.
7. Okay.
So Val is what's the range on this? 5 meters. And it's on top of dagger, so that's within range.
Right.
I am going to cast a spell. That's a natural 1.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What is the spell?
Fire Iron. The target takes a severe burn on its body. It does 1 point of damage, and it takes a -2 on all combat actions during the current action round and the following one.
Okay.
Armor has no effect.
What's that? That's craziness.
Yeah, I'm playing. I really like this. It takes 1 damage and it has a -2 on all combat actions.
What is that though?
A Fire Iron. It's a spell.
That's the one that burns like a mark on the body of something,
Yes.
right? So what kind of mark do you burn on him? Or her?
Just like a
The middle finger.
just like a brand right on the cheek.
All right. So suddenly a brand appears on her cheek, and she takes 1 point of damage, right?
Yep.
Okay. And she like this, but she holds on to dagger still. Okay. And that was what was your initiative? You said?
That was 7.
7. Okay.
7.
6. 5. 4.
I'm 5.
All right. Go
I'm
for it.
5.
Go for it.
I will be moving to. Come on. Come on. Here we go.
Note that the goblin is standing
Here.
on top of dagger right now.
Yeah.
Goblin's not there.
All I did was move to engage.
Okay. Go for it. You can go down 1 step more if you wanna, or 2 steps more, because the goblin is actually on top of dagger. I just didn't move him. Sorry, my
Okay,
connection
so
was
if I
there.
were to go here, I'm still not seen.
The goblin is actually
I've been going through the bushes here.
the little troll is actually on top of dagger, so you would have had to go to
Okay.
just next to dagger there.
All right.
So like
That's it. That's as fun. That's as much as I
like
can
you can
do.
go there. Right. And that would be in combat with him. If you stand where you are right now, you won't be.
I
in
can't
combat.
walk around. I can't walk through a tree.
You can walk around it if you use.
No,
your
what I'm
whole-
doing is I don't know how far the tree came down. I looked at it as an obstacle. I'm using it as a barrier for vision. I want to be able to take him by surprise. I don't know that the large one's already hit the ground
Okay.
because I've been behind these trees, kind of watching feet. That's all I'm doing right now.
Okay,
so I
so-
don't know. When I get here, then I'll know what's going on.
So maybe move into the bush there and try to do go into sneak.
If he's trying to stealth, he should do a walk in shadows roll.
Right. So you can go into the bush here, and then you can try to do a stealth check next turn.
Okay.
Do you want to do that?
I'm where I am. I wasn't trying to be too stealthy. I was just trying to position well so I could take him from behind. Where I've been, if those are trees, all I can see is a few feet running around because that's all I'm doing. I can see the fire because it's nighttime, and that's about it. Except for the feet and the shadows from the people. So I positioned myself to try and take by surprise. I'm going to be surprised because the battle's almost over. Nothing
All right.
I can do about that.
All right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. So who's next in the order then?
So,
I was 5.
4. Yeah, 4, and then 3, and
3.
then 2. Okay, 3. Go for it.
I have changed to my bow since I have 3 now. So
You want
I
to
was
change to the
thinking
bow?
about- Yeah.
So draw a weapon cost 10 points, and you get -10 initiative.
Yeah.
So did you
-10.
calculate with -10 initiative?
No, I didn't know it was -10.
Okay, so it's -7 then.
You can draw your weapon, and then you wait 10 initiative, and then you do stuff.
Okay.
Sure.
So I have -3 then now.
You would go at
-7.
-13 initiative.
Okay.
So you had +3, right? So you have -7 now.
Okay, -7.
But you also need to
Yeah,
spend 10
wait.
combat points to do it.
Yeah, I have 8.
Okay, so that's all you can do this turn then.
Yep.
All right. And then we have 2. And then we have 1. 1 is the little guy. So the little guy is going to attack Dagger. She's gonna. So she pretty much dropped her shield at this point. He has tried to hack down into Dagger's neck. And she's gonna try to attack twice actually. So let's see. There. Oh, perfect hit.
Ouch.
And failed. So she got a perfect hit. Does Dagger want to try to avoid it? Or parry it?
Yeah, he's gonna try to parry. Does he have any disadvantage or anything on that?
Yeah, since this guy is on top of his head, I guess you get a -3.
Okay. I already have a +2, so how many points am I spending? Yeah, that seems good.
Is that +2 on every action you do?
All combat actions.
Okay, cool.
That's a fail.
All right, so Dagger gets 8 damage.
Yep.
So
Okay.
the little thing just pretty much does like this. She seems to be in a kind of craze or berserk or something at this point. All right, and then we have 0, -1, -2, -3.
Dagger.
I'll be -3.
Oh, okay, so Vesteinn go first then.
Well, no. I'm going to be -13 because, okay, I think I'm going to be -13. I've got the +2. That's only for combat actions.
That's for combat actions, yes.
Is
Why
switching
would
a
you be
weapon?
-13? Are you drawing a weapon?
Yeah, because I know if I hit
I mean,
hit this creature on Dagger with the two-handed.
what's
with the
your
maul,
character's dex?
my character's dex is 0. Yeah, 0.
Okay, Dagger has a -4.
I don't think
Okay.
you need to do that. You're just gonna get a disadvantage on your attack roll. Because,
Right, but that's not what I'm thinking.
all right.
I am going to drop the two-handed hammer, draw the one-handed axe, the split axe,
Okay.
and attack.
Okay.
So as I understand,
So let's do Dagger first then, and then we're gonna do you last.
okay, yeah,
And also you get -10 combat points.
right.
So,
One-handed light, so that's going to give me 4 combat points.
Yeah. Alright.
let's see. That's a Dagger hits with his axe.
With a -3 as well.
Yes. Oh, it's a -1 because it all cancels.
Yeah.
But I spent 8 points or something.
So she's not even trying to parry or anything, so you can just do damage.
Okay. And that's 1d10 and then 9/10 on open roll. That's 4 damage. Plus his strength, which is 4. So that's 8 damage.
All right. She looks a little bit hurt now, but still holding on there pretty strongly. She kind of jumps around on his shoulders a little bit while he's swinging his axe above him. All right, so that's just Elendil left then, Greg.
Okay.
So you want to try to hit with, you get -3 on your attack, by the way, so you need to hit a
Right.
1 to actually hit.
Okay. I get a -3 from that. I've got a +2 from Siggi's spell. Still this round. This is the last round. So
need to hit on the 3 then.
okay.
Because you said you have 4 points left, right?
4, 6. I have, from what's on my sheet with the -4 points.
All right.
Where does Siggy's +2 come in?
That's to all combat actions.
So initiative, attack, all that.
Everything, basically anything you're going to do in combat except initiative.
Okay.
Well, your total amount of combat points for one-handed light weapons are 16, right? -10, so that's 6, +2, so that's 8, and then -3.
So that's 5.
5.
Under 5 then.
Where's my list? There it is.
So just roll a d20 and see if you get under 5.
Nope, I miss.
Okay. Well, good try.
What's the chance that is there a chance that I hit Dagger?
No, only if you
20.
only if you roll a 20, because you
Okay.
get -3 to aim and stuff. So, all right. So that's next combat round then. So let's. I hope everybody rolled initiative. Yes. Yes. Like I said, try to roll it as soon as you're done with your action. Just you're ready for the next round, and that way we kind of keep it going a little bit faster. You know.
Okay.
Well, everybody finished with the initiative? Okay. So, 20 to 15. 15 to 10. 9. 8. 7.
Yes.
All right.
Um,
What is Greld doing?
well, I think that I can't grab the troll because I'm too short.
Sure.
I'm just going for that. I'm too short, but I could hit her in the back with my axe.
All right. So you get a
So I'm
-3
gonna
on hit.
grab it with 2 hands and
All
jab
right.
it in her back.
All right. So you get a -3 on your SV.
Okay, then I'm going to just use my one hand. Why do I get a -3?
Because
Because it's
she's
on
on
top
top of Dagger.
Oh
Plus,
yeah,
you don't want to try to avoid hitting him.
yeah, that's true. That's true. So yeah, I'm rolling.
Yeah, actually, if you don't want to try to avoid hitting him, I will give you. You don't get -3, but it's a 50% chance that you hit Dagger.
Yeah, I'm going to try to avoid hitting the dagger because I have already hit people in my group.
True enough.
I'm going to sacrifice a round here.
Don't do that. You never get them back. You can if you want, but I'm just saying, save them for when it's life and death.
Okay, yeah. So I miss in that case.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
8, 7.
Oh, I'm 8.
All right.
Val is gonna move. That's at the cost of 6 combat points, and she is going to attack with her 6.
Mm-hmm. -3 on attack.
She's not gonna avoid trying to hit Dagger.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, she will. So that would be so I gotta roll a 5 or under. That's a 4.
Okay, so now roll a d100, and if it's 1 to 50, then it's Dagger.
That's a 17.
Okay, so you hit Dagger instead.
Oh, instead, not
Yeah.
also?
Nope.
Ah, shit.
And how much damage do you do to Dagger?
Okay. I do 4 damage.
All right. Great. Well, not great, but that works. 7, 6, 5.
Me.
I was 6.
Okay, Lycklig. Flynn first then.
I was 6.
Yeah.
1. What was it? Jorin was saying earlier about taking a particular
If you hold your,
moment to aim. Was that
If you
plus
hold-
5 then?
it was just postpone. If you postpone your initiative, you don't do anything this round. You get a +5 to your initiative next round. So that's
Okay.
right.
And then the GM, I don't know. I'm approaching from behind. Do I get any pluses for behind since he's standing on top of somebody's shoulders, nice and high and behind? Is there any dodge capable, or do I just go for it? Because it's a spear,
Yeah, are there?
and I'm 1.5 meters away.
I don't think it really matters at this point because he's kind of jumping and moving around on top of Dagger's shoulders. So it's
Okay.
whatever way you come around from, it's gonna be difficult to hit him. I don't know if there's actually an attack.
All right. No, that's fine. That's cool.
I'm thinking, is there actually something about attacking from behind in this game, like a flanking
Surprise
maneuver or
attack.
something?
Is the only On the combat action chart, all I see is surprise attack.
I got it. I'm looking at.
Right. I mean, there's sneak attack and surprise attack.
Faint.
I got a 1. I got a 1. It doesn't matter.
Oh, really? Awesome.
Yeah, I got a 1. That was an exercise in futility, but there it is. Okay, so I get a 1, and now this is that two-handed spear that's a capital level. What do we have on damage for? Is that a 2?
He's gonna try to.
Two-handeds are all 2D.
Yeah, so that's right. So the damage is 2d10s.
Plus strength.
Yeah, but she's gonna try to actually block you. So she hasn't done anything this round yet. Where did I put my metal blast?
Okay. While he's looking for that, a surprise attack pretty much catches somebody off guard. And then, of course, after the initial attack, it's detected.
Right.
When combat actions.
Lost
or
connection
the
here again. Sorry.
action. And it's a weapon action.
Yeah, so that's something you can do if you kind of sneak up to people or something.
Plus 10 combat points in your pool for doing a surprise attack. That's nice.
I lost connection there for a little second. I'm gonna see if she managed to block. Let's see.
At -5. She gets -5. That's what he said.
Well, I mean, it's not Patrick said it wasn't a surprise attack.
Yeah, it wasn't truly a surprise. I'm just saying it.
But she doesn't
Oh,
manage.
okay.
She didn't manage to block, so you can do damage to her 2d10 plus your strength. And what kind of weapon is it?
Two-handed spears.
That's that capital quality two-handed spear you gave me, the large one. You
So that's-
called it a
Brave spear. Right. Right.
Yes.
So that's a broad spear. So that actually has a open roll on 8 to 10. So if you get 8 to 10, you get to roll again.
Right. Okay, so I got 2 6s. I've got a strength of 2. And then do I get 2 because of the combat spell?
That
No.
spell was not cast on you.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay, that's fine. And then a +1 because it's a capital. So that's, let's see, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Does capital weapon deal more damage?
No, the capital weapon doesn't do more damage. The capital weapon adds 1 combat point that you can use. When you use the weapon, you get another point to use.
Oh, okay. All right. And that's just 14 then.
Okay.
14.
That's pretty good anyway. Let's see here. So then she's down to 3, and she is. How do you want to do this, Lycklig?
I'm walking up behind, and I'm going to bring the spear up here. If it passes through the body, I will simply plant the butt on the ground and hold her there in the air and let her squeal like a pig and spin in circles as she slowly rotates down to the ground and dies.
So while
I'm
the
going to
rest.
flat impale her.
Right, so while the rest of you are desperately trying to get this little creature out of Dagger's shoulders, behind Dagger from the bushes emerges Lycklig, and Lycklig runs forward and sends up his broad spear and managed to hit this little creature right up the ass. And you see it goes through the body and out the mouth. And she's just like squiggling on the spear while she's slowly sliding down it and leaving a trail of blood and guts until she reaches Lycklig's hand where it's holding fast, and she stops and kind of dies.
I puke.
Okay, roll a
I'm
constitution.
not a warrior.
Roll a constitution roll then. Situation roll.
Nor are you a cart driver.
So a constitution roll, that's 10 plus minus your constitution to see if you puke.
I think I got plus in that, but I'm just checking here. Constitution, yeah, I got 1 in that. So
Yeah, so
so +1.
under 11 then. Would that be
10. So you can see how I tried to keep it down, and I just succeed in keeping from puking right down on the ground.
All
But I
right.
am stepping away a couple of steps.
Good work, guys. So that's the combat with the two trolls. Before we loot and stuff, let's just take a break. I need to pee and refill some drinks and stuff. All right. So let's we can come back. Like, do you want to take 5 or 10 or?
Yes,
Yeah, 10 sounds good.
All right. Let's take 10 minutes
good
then.
work, people.
Yeah. See you soon.
Riotminds presents an award-winning role-playing game. Trudvang Chronicles. There are many tales and sagas about Trudvang. Many songs about the fallen heroes. Based on the Norse and Celtic myths and legends, Riotminds present a world of endless adventures. Draw your sword, call upon the gods, weave your magic.
All right, we are back again. Sorry for the wait. We just took a little break, went to the toilet, played some guitar, got some coffee. So everyone is ready again. So you just managed to kill off this little troll thingy. You guys reckon? Do you guys know anything about trolls?
No, I know their language, but I don't know anything about their culture.
Anybody have monster lore?
I have race knowledge, but not monster lore.
But you have the basic discipline at least.
Yes.
So you can roll that one. This discipline. Anybody else have a monster lore or race knowledge?
No.
Okay. Well, I mean, you would know the basic trolls, and since this is a smaller troll than the other one, it's probably a forest troll. You think?
Okay.
So quite ugly, and it seems to have this kind of blue mud on its body. And you reckon if it would have been a little bit darker outside, it would have been quite difficult to see this little troll. Yeah, Nirnie?
I think Lycklig mentioned it before, but what time of the day is it? Because I completely didn't know about that.
It's
is it
evening
day,
now.
night, or
Evening.
Okay, yeah.
Anybody else have any questions or anything?
No, but I'm going to have something I'm doing. I will start towards Lycklig with my axe raised. And it will obviously be, it looks like there's a struggle, an internal struggle for me. And I will growl and lower my axe. I will then pick up the two-handed sword from where it's laying on the ground and take a bite out of the pig.
Okay. As you're biting down on the pig, which is now it's not even fully cooked, and it's on the ground, set on a sword, right? It tastes kind of weird. It doesn't taste like pig at all. It's very like tough, and it kind of tastes like shit.
Val just looks at him and says, "Spit that out."
Nirnie?
Am I intelligent enough, because we did meet goblins and trolls? Am I intelligent enough to put two and two together and know that that's probably a goblin or another troll?
Do a perception check. 10 plus your perception.
While you're doing the
My
perception check,
intelligence doesn't help it.
Yeah, Alpakka?
while you're doing that, I'm coming out of the bush and saying, "Did you get that fucking goblin?" I really hate those guys.
Yeah, I as a player, I'm pretty sure that's a goblin. Or
I succeeded. So
that's a goblin.
yeah, so I'm going to say, that's a goblin you did. Please spit it out.
Val is saying, "Might see if they have anything of value."
Okay, I'll spit it out.
Can I do a perception check over what equipment they have?
That's just checking the guys, huh? No need for perception or anything.
Okay.
He's gonna see if they usually have anything special.
Do they have anything good on them?
They are trolls. What do you
They happen to have a young girl in a bag. That's what we're here for. That's our primary.
It doesn't seem so. So the little guy has some kind of leather armor on. It's like leather scraps. But you don't reckon it's actually worth anything. He also has a sea axe, but it's made of bronze.
Bronzy axe.
a bronzy axe, and he has a scruffy-looking hunting bow on his back. The string got broken now, though, after him being ass-pierced by Lycklig. So,
Ass pierced, more
yeah.
than entirely impaled.
Ass impaled. So yeah, he has a broken hunting bow, a bronze sea axe, a small shield that looks quite okay. And let's see, does he have any? Yeah, he has some other small things. Like he seems to have quite a lot of small crap on him everywhere, like a little bit of a piece of a like a small ring that seems to be made of metal but broken in two, and some small wooden figurines in one of the pockets that seems worthless. He does have a little bit of silver actually around his one of the arms, and you reckon it's about about 19 silver pieces worth. Like a
Question,
band
how
around
many
his arm.
times was Dagger hit? Because I forgot to include his armor.
Maybe
What,
2
twice
or 3.
times?
Yeah, 2-3 times.
He was hit 1 or 2 times.
But the first time he managed to block.
Yeah.
And the shield
So
cut the brunt of
only
it.
1 or 2.
Yeah.
So I think the only time he got hit was when I hit him then. Right?
And also the little guy hit him once.
Yeah, he got hit twice. Okay.
So that should have been with armor. I forgot the armor on the enemies as well. They also had armor on. So yeah, that's kind of what you find on this little guy. He has some of these kind of glass bubbles as well that you found. Not the same, but like similar, and that kind of crap trinkets. But he does have 19 silver, so that's something you can kind of cut up
The
and
body
give.
still moving?
Huh?
Is the body still moving, or?
No, he rested when he hit Lycklig's hand on the.
Good.
Yeah.
Val, because she's able to calculate, will divvy up the silver.
All right. Perfect.
Let's go.
So
It's still
there are 7 of us, and she's saying so there are 7 of us.
Wait, you haven't looked at the big one yet, nor checked out the camp. There could be more. Don't divide yet till you get the whole.
Okay, let's look
what's
at
the big one have on him, other than a 2-handed sword? Do they have packs over there? Did they have bundles on the ground?
There's some stuff around the fireplace as well. If you want to look at the big guy. Can someone take a look at the stream?
Yeah, I'm watching the stream all the time.
Is it lagging?
Not for me, but
I think what he's saying is this is not the kind of thing where you need high definition.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
No,
But then he said it's. I asked him if he's stuttering or something, and then he said it's real bad.
no, for me it's not stuttering at all. But he can put it down the quality himself. I
Right.
think. No, yeah,
Right.
it
Exactly.
should.
That's.
If
I
you
mean,
put it
that's not why my connection has any problems, because we streamed in this quality before and without any problems. So.
But it's
This
coming up
last
on
one.
YouTube afterwards.
Yeah. I'm putting it there. That's also why
So-
I'm streaming in this quality. Lycklig, what do you want to do? Flynn?
Okay, so these guys wanted to take a look at the small one. I take my hand out, let it continue to come down the spear, and then I'm going to ignore what's going on behind me while they go over the little one, and I'm going to search the camp for any evidence whatsoever of Sola.
And I'll go with them as the ranger.
Mhm.
Do some tracking if need be.
Okay.
I will poke around the body of the big one to see if it has loot.
All right. So the big one, when you get closer to him, I want you to roll a Constitution save.
I'm probably gonna have Dagger to do it. Val doesn't want to really touch him.
Too late.
Mm.
So I want you to roll a Constitution save under 7 plus minus your Constitution.
Oh no. I failed.
So then I want you to roll one d20.
That's a 20.
Really?
Ouch.
Really?
Yeah.
So let's see here.
Am I dead?
As soon as you get closer than 2 meters to this corpse, 6 boils, great boils, appear on your skin all over your body, and for let's see here. Okay, so what will happen is each day 1d3 boils will burst and give you 1d3 damage per each boil until all of them are gone. So you have to remember that.
Oh, that's disgusting.
So there's a massive stench coming from this troll now that it's dead, and it's it's like a wall when you get close to it.
So
Burn
each
it.
boil deals 1 damage, or each boil deals 3?
Each boil does 1d3 damage. And you see like a boil appear on your face and like on your arms and on your legs, on your stomach, everywhere around on your body. There's like these great boils full of like pus coming out. There seems to be some kind of sickness coming out from this troll.
I'll just kind of go.
First aid and such.
It's a bad omen.
Pretty bad omen.
I do not think we should mess with this body. Unless our own gray-skinned one is immune.
Are you
She
asking
says
somebody?
towards Vesteinn.
Ah, is Vesteinn immune to diseases?
I don't think so. So
What about
I have.
Oh, I lost my connection again.
Okay. Under the descriptions of what I have read, I get size and a few little things, but I don't get anything like vision or anything that a gray troll would have as a gray troll.
Yeah. So you don't have anything like that.
No, nothing that I will check again, but no, I do not believe I have anything special.
You don't have anything like that. What about dagger?
That's up to you.
I don't know.
I don't know if Dagger is affected by diseases. I'd assume not.
Yeah, since he's not really,
He's not all there.
Yeah. Let's see. Actually, there should be something about undead people in the books. I
Wait,
guess.
what?
Uh,
I'm going to pretend that I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I mean that was out of character, so you didn't hear
of
it.
course.
Yeah.
It's not like you heard a voice from above.
But I got a question. Can I use healing spells on Dagger? Do those work on him?
I don't think so.
Okay. So he can only heal naturally. Got it.
Yeah, but he doesn't really heal. It just kind
Yeah.
of gets back up there. But let's take a look at some of the beings of the mist and what it says about them. I would guess, that they are actually like it says, like most of these don't have any they don't get any negative because of damage, for example. So that's something I could reckon that he wouldn't get. Yeah, almost all of these have like durable, that they don't lose any combat capacity or anything because of their damage points. So I mean, I would say that he probably can't get sick.
So yeah, Dagger is gonna step forward while Val kind of goes ugh and starts searching the body.
All right. So 155. He has his big two-handed sword with a goblin skewered on it. And that's a normal quality two-handed sword. I guess like, let's see here. We can find it on the...
With the exception that it needs to be reforged now because it's been in a fire and it has no temper to it whatsoever. It's just a big iron club.
No, big iron and skeletal club.
You can always sharpen it up.
Yeah,
it's a tway sword.
Well, no, what I'm saying is it need. Yeah.
What kind of sword is it?
A tway
It's a-
sword.
Two.
Sved. Normal.
Well, I think it's Siggi is going through the troll's body, which I'm probably standing in the same square since I was going to attack the little troll on Dagger. I am going to pick up the two-handed sword. I don't know how much this goblin is left. Well, actually, I had to have the sword to take a bite of the goblin. Basically, scrape the goblin off and look at Greld and go, "Do you want this?"
Are you going to the body of the troll to grab the sword?
Well, I took a bite out of the goblin, so
That's
had
true.
to be.
So you should also do a Constitution save. 7 plus minus your Constitution.
Okay, that's actually going to be a 9.
That's good.
Can I roll 1d20?
Yeah.
Matt, I rolled a 5 on perception for checking out the camp.
All
Yeah,
right.
I need to,
Sign whatsoever.
I'm gonna do some tracking as well here.
Okay, so Jorin and Lycklig are going to check out the camp, and you don't see any other tracks than what seems to be the trolls.
Come on, I got a critical success here. So,
Okay, so you find a little knapsack that they seem to use as a kind of backpack, and in it you find 2 of these pretty big blue stones. 2 big blue stones.
All right, Patrick, I
great.
when I actually figured out what I'm doing.
Yeah, finish your deal.
I was going to say, Patrick, when I actually get the roll done correctly, I do make the save. Just.
You got a 1, right? No, that's Brian.
No.
Brian
I
got
got
a
a 9, and that's what I needed.
So you
Or
got a
7
7. You
plus-
need to be under a 9.
Okay, I rolled a 7 plus 2. I got a 9.
Plus 2 is to the range that you have to roll under.
Right.
No. I have a Constitution
Yes.
plus 2.
So normally the
Then you'd be
DC
5.
of a 7 for the save. The plus 2 from your Constitution affects that, so it goes up to you have to roll under a 9.
Exactly.
So no, I didn't make it then.
You
I
did.
rolled
You
I
rolled a 7.
Right, I rolled a 7.
Yes.
Right. So you did
So,
make it.
okay, I did make it.
Lower is better.
Yeah, lower is better.
Yeah, lower is better, but I have trouble figuring out.
Yeah,
So
having
if
positive
there is
constitution
like
isn't gonna hurt you.
a situation roll, it's usually a D10 if nothing else is stated. But for example, this time the situation roll was 7, and then if you add something to it, like for example now you add your Constitution, it's always to that number, not to your roll. You never add anything to your roll in this kind of situation. It's always
Okay,
like 7
all right,
plus
all right, I
minus your
understand that.
Constitution, and then you roll under that to succeed. So nothing happened to you at least. So Brian had a perfect roll there. That's great. You find these two big blow stones. You reckon that knapsack was probably the great trolls, the big great trolls and knapsacks. It smells
It's
a
not
little
blue, but
bit, right? So
guys, are these troll balls?
I'm gonna say no.
I am.
Val's gonna
Already
go over to
these
Jorin, and she doesn't have any appraisal skills or anything.
Could I use my Dimwalker Master of Elements as kind of a pseudo skill to verify whether or not these are
what does it do?
Of rare elements? I mean, it's just a spell. I can control fire and stuff, but I'm thinking because I have that knowledge, I'm holding some elemental stones in my hand or rare stones. I could probably find out what kind of element they are. Or
I mean,
Could he
you can-
identify? I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Could he identify with the spell if it's like a lapis lazuli or something else like that? Maybe the base material that it is.
I mean, that spell is not really made to. I mean, there are
Right.
some spells that you can like identify stone composition and stuff.
I know it's just tablets, but I don't know if it's like, oh, hey, to cast a spell, you control stones that look like this, and this. It's not like detailed out. It's probably just
You can
words and stuff.
check. You can check if it has any divine magic in it.
I can do that too. Yeah. How do I do that? Invoke.
Just roll under your skill value in your divine skill value to see if there's any divine.
Faithful or powerful. I can use those too, right?
I mean, no, that's
Probably
that's
not.
your divine points.
Right.
You have an
Like your-
SV, right? You have a skill value.
Yeah.
So it should be under Tokakale, whatever the
Divine
religion of-
Invocation 14. You have 14. If you look on the spells and divine feats tab, then you have SV is 14. So if you roll under that,
spell. That's okay. All right, cool. Nope, I have no idea.
so roll under 14 to see if there's any divine
I
magic in
rolled
them.
a 19, so I rolled a 19.
Okay, so you don't feel any divine magic
Wait,
coming
did I?
from it.
What did I thought I put it in there. Oh, I didn't recognize it. That's why. Hold on. I'm sorry. Oh my god. I just want to roll some dice.
to roll
You can if you
dice.
want. I trust you if you roll the dice.
There, 6.
Okay, great. So you don't feel any divine magic from it, but there's something.
I will put them back into the case and carry it.
So as you're about to put them away, Val just says, "Wait, let me see those," and I would like to identify them using Vitner or something.
Okay, sure.
No.
But no.
No. And why not?
I think we can all be afforded a little bit of mystery. Let's bring this to the thing just in case everything else has gone to crap and present it to them there.
You don't know.
I'm going to raise a hand there and say, I agree with the elf. This sounds reasonable.
Mhm.
So
I'm just
All right.
I will look a little nervous at the mention of magic.
I mean, Val did not say she was going to use Vitner because she's not out about that.
right.
She's not out that she's bi-magical.
Yeah.
So basically, Siggi, you just said I would like to look at these stones.
Yes.
Okay, so that's then no reaction from me.
Okay. Perfect.
So-
You don't really find anything else.
Lycklig says,
Yeah.
Soul does not appear to be here. Do we continue on or do we stay?
It's getting quite
I
dark.
do not want to stay closer to that disease-ridden corpse at all.
That's why we burn it. Fire's still going.
Dagger.
we should burn it.
After Dagger finishes going through pockets, I guess.
Yeah, so yeah, we haven't finished that yet. So it actually have an armor on. It has a little bit of an armor that you could actually probably reuse if you want. If you want to clean it first, maybe. But it does have, let's see here, a metal reinforced leather. Metal reinforced leather.
Oh.
So if anybody wants to grab that.
Dagger's gonna strip it.
Hmm?
I guess Dagger's gonna strip it.
Yeah. If you want to keep it. What did you say, Flynn?
It's probably of a size that only Vesteinn can wear.
Yeah, pretty much. So if Vesteinn, but you can probably sell it maybe if you want. But it's up to you guys what you want to do. Also, you find some more of these worthless, like bubbles in his pocket. Some other.
What's the glass bubbles?
Yeah, glass bubbles.
Is it not beads anymore?
Huh?
Is it the beads?
Yeah. It's the beads. And also, he has some around his one of his arms. He has some copper. He has. Let's see here. He has 19 copper worth of copper. A copper band worth 19 copper around his arm. So that's 19 silver and 19 copper totally.
And copper's worth
100.
A tenth of what silver is? 100
copper for 1 silver, I think. So it's pretty much worthless.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not for you guys. So you can kind of in the beginning of everything. Okay.
After.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say after offering the sword to Greld, I will just toss it.
Does anybody want to keep the two-handed sword? It's a normal quality, twice that. Okay, Lycklig, you want to keep it? Okay. If everybody agree, then you can put it on your sheet in the equipment section. Probably want to clean it off that goblin though.
So there is silver and copper that we may divvy up. But it will not be in. I suggest we leave all the divvying until the end of this trip. I will carry the. If it is okay with everyone, I will hold on to it until then, as I normally stay towards the back of the group.
Right.
So I'm going to look on this woman and I'm going to point with my finger and say, well, I can count too, so I recommend that we both count the silver after this.
Very well, if you wish to verify that I am good at the maths.
Yes, that's absolutely what I was meaning.
All right, okay. So, yeah, that's the game, that's the fight. So you looted the bodies, you got sick, you found some bubbles, you found some other crap lying around, you got a little bit of money. Good work. So do you want to stay here for the night, or do you want to move on, or?
Well,
Did we burn the troll?
Yes.
No.
Dagger is gonna throw the troll on the fire.
Apparently, then I will help him. Since I am apparently standing on the troll effectively.
I mean, we don't, since we're not in combat, we don't have to use the map.
Yeah.
Right. My suggestion was simply we move 100 yards down the road because we didn't really want to mess with this diseased thing, this unclean thing. But if you're going to have if your uncle is going to try and toss it in the fire, I will help him.
Okay.
All right. So you toss the
That ruined
carcass.
my appetite.
You toss the big carcass of the troll into the fire, and a horrible stench of burnt flesh and disease rise from it, and you kind of all takes a step back.
Man, I would have just set it on fire. I wouldn't have moved it.
Yeah, just to get away from it. And you kind of reckon that you don't want to stay around in this area for too long with the smell around. Even Vesteinn thinks it smells bad.
So I'm going to look at Dagger and well, thanks. Now we have to walk the entire night.
Dagger makes no response.
I don't even look at Dagger, even he's still pointing at me.
Greld, we would just need to move upwind of this corpse. We have had to burn farm animals before, or I have.
We need to find more tracks and get on the scent. We need to find Sola.
Yeah, even we didn't find any. That's
Are we
the
moving
thing.
at night?
I mean, you kind of figure the tracks would lead past here into the little across the stream there, and just continue. But you can take a look if you want with tracking.
Alrighty.
Tracking, yeah.
How dark
I
is
want to
it?
use my tracking. Now, where the tracking was again? Tracker, SV7.
You got it too.
All right, perfect. So yeah,
Go ahead, Alpakka. I need another set of eyes on this.
as you guys thought, the the tracks just lead past the fire and up across the little river up in the north there. It just continues north. They seem quite fresh at this point, though. You're probably caught up with them a little bit.
And what kind of tracks are they?
3 sets of big, heavy, thick tracks.
I think this is where we need to stealth it.
They don't seem that fresh. It's fresher than before. And it's pretty much time to go to bed here. So you should probably try to find a good place to camp. So that's a wilderness camper spell check.
I can tell you the best path to get there, like a path walker, but no camping.
Anybody got the camper one?
Yes, I have it. I am rolling it.
You can also roll the discipline that's associated with camper.
Oh, that's worse.
The discipline.
Remember that you take the base skill and add it together with the discipline, and then add it together with the speciality if you have it. So if you don't have the speciality, you can still use the discipline together with the base skill to roll under.
I only have.
Okay, what was this? Okay, I'm sorry. Camper.
Yeah,
Camper.
wilderness camper under survival.
No, then I don't have it.
I just
So anyway.
So for example, Jorin could roll under a 5, and Waldhelm, do you have it?
I only have wildness.
Okay, so you have to roll
I have
under
all my
4.
points are in hunting.
Maybe it favors me today.
Yeah, it's
It
only
does have-
hunting.
Nirnie is under 1. Valravn
But I can try to roll on it.
under
On
a
wildness.
4. Under a 4 on Valravn. Yeah, you need to roll under a 4.
Yeah, I know.
Vesteinn then. What about Vesteinn?
No,
Under
I
a
have
4, you need to roll under 4 to do that. And
So-
Lycklig, you need to roll under a 5 to do that. So did everybody roll?
Yep.
Yeah,
I have-
I understand.
What about the Lycklig under a 5? No. So you don't really manage to find a good spot to camp. So you kind of after a few hours of walking around in the dark, you kind of realize you just need to get to bed. So you just plump down next to the road, pretty much. It's not very comfortable, but you put up your little tents and whatever stuff you have, and you get ready to do the watches.
Okay.
Yeah, Nirnie?
So before we go to bed, I'm gonna cast some spells.
Okay, Nirnie, what do you want to say?
I want to speak with Vesteinn before.
Okay.
Because
So
I realized that he probably is a half troll with great knowledge about nature and camping, to say the least. So I'm going to go up to him and Vesteinn, isn't that right? That's your name?
Yes, that is correct.
I noticed that you are really good at camping. It just happened to be that I come from underground, from a dwarven city, so I have never camped before we got here. And the times I do it, well, then I usually just crawl under a tree or something. Would you be kind enough to help me put up my tent? I could pay you 5 copper each night you help me with this.
You are here on a mission for my family. There is no need for pay. I will help.
So I shine up and, really? Is that so? Well, then I thank you, my big friend. And kind of patting him on the knee because I can't reach any higher.
Now, upon hearing says, Drakar and I could help you set up your tent for money.
Well, I bet you could, but my good friend Vesteinn here have just told me that he could do it for free. So I humbly thank you, but no thank you. And pat Vesteinn on the knee again.
Okay. Do you guys want to do anything else, Siggy? You want to do something before you're going to bed?
Is anyone damaged?
No.
I also have something I want. That
From the first combat we did?
I'm still down 12 points, but I mean.
And Lycklig got hurt the first combat too, right?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
You're muted.
I'll be fine by tomorrow morning. I'll be at 0. I'll be fine
Okay.
tomorrow morning. I just need to sleep.
So Val's gonna attempt to cast healing on Jorin.
All right, go for it.
So I got to roll a 7 or under.
Do it.
And that's gonna be a cost of I guess I'm gonna try it for spending 5 points on it. That's a fail. I'll try again. That's also a fail.
Can you try as many
worse.
times you want? Can you try again until you have used all of your points? Or how does it work?
I mean, it takes 6 action rounds to use. It requires a range of contact.
So while I'm sleeping, she's trying to heal me, and I keep waking up because it's like, ow, ow.
I mean, as long as you don't do anything but sleep after I use it, you get the benefit.
Yeah, that's cool.
I have 4 more points I can use. Unfortunately, I can't increase it. So I'm going to spend all my remaining points, which is 4 right now, to give you 3 days. Let's see if this works. It does not. So there's all my divine points.
Did anybody, I mean, Jorin, you were the only one with healing and extras, right? Or
Yeah, pretty much.
Did Nirnie have anything? Did Greld have any healing?
No, not that's very good. I got first aid, but that's it. It's first aid, nothing healing.
You can use first aid, even if the damages are old.
Well, I could
I
shake
don't
it.
think so. I think that's only...
But they didn't ask me to, so...
Well, should they have to ask you to heal? I don't know.
Well,
It's
I'm
up
a
to you. I mean,
dwarf.
you
We
see,
did
you know
different
his hurt, so that's up to you to decide if you want to heal or not.
Yeah, and I'm not a good healer at any point, and
You're the
I
best they
don't
have.
think that Jorin would actually want me to actually come there and try to heal.
If you're making amends, make amends.
Well, I could walk up to
I mean, he understands it was a
Jorin and-
mistake.
yeah. So
Sunday
how
is not
does
shining
his
on us
ears
today.
look like first?
I was hit with that arrow and some other stuff.
Yeah.
So since this is one day later, you can't really try to do it. It's you can do it very easily inside of 10 minutes after the damage was done. If it's later than 10 minutes after, it needs to be within a day to do anything about it. And in that case, they need to lie still for 2 hours at least. So at this point, it's kind of already been one day.
Yeah.
So
I got
you can't do anything.
nursing, which basically is helping people that are sick.
First aid and nursing.
Yeah. I got a 10. I can't do much to myself, so.
Yeah, and it's too late now to do anything about it. You just
Val's
need to heal.
gonna be kind of taken aback and just go, "The light of Sunday does not shine upon me today." Looking at her boils and her failed spell.
The question is if you want her to actually help you with wounds. I think you should stand over there.
Right. So you guys, how do you want to do with your, your?
I'll take first watch.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to take last watch, whatever it is.
Dagger's gonna take like 2 middle watches.
Okay. So first watch, you can roll a d12. 11
Okay.
or 12 is random account.
Before we get too far, I need to let you know what I am doing.
Yeah, sure.
Because during the first watch, I will not be in camp. I will attempt to hunt in the area around us.
Oh
Or
damn!
fish if there's.
Now we need to take out the rules here. We never done hunting
Well, that's
before.
what I'm looking at.
Right in the beginning of the DM's guide.
Yeah, page 31.
So
I'm on 32.
what kind of game do you want to hunt for?
It's going to be small games. That's going to have to be 4 hours. The terrain is neither good nor barren.
I mean,
For example, is a forest, which is 0.
Mm-hmm.
My SV is a 7, and that's
okay.
okay. And I've got a +2 modifier because I'm only hunting small game.
Right.
So I need to roll under a 9.
Mm-hmm.
And no, I fail.
Okay.
So after a couple of hours trying to hunt, I will return to camp and go to sleep until Dagger wakes me up, I guess, for the last watch.
Perfect. Yeah, that's a
Dagger's
good.
not gonna wake Vesteinn up for the last watch.
Okay, the normal thing would be that I would try and make breakfast since I have the cooking proficiency.
I want Dagger to roll as well for the watches in the middle.
Well,
Is Dagger doing 3 watches?
give me a second. I gotta shut my cat up. So he's doing what, 3 watches?
Yeah, but will he get any BP points back if he does that?
What? Can you say that again?
Remember, he needs to rest for 8 hours to get the BP back.
Right. Okay. In that case, how long are we resting?
4 watches, right? Each watch 4 hours.
I would have thought each watch 2 hours. for a total rest of 8.
Yeah, but if you take one watch, you will only get 6 hours of rest then. Won't be enough.
Right,
to get
but
all
I'm
the
not wounded,
left.
so
Yeah, it's up to you guys
if
how
the
you want to
game
set it up.
has
So we could roll.
or
We could
something?
go for 10 hours. Everyone takes a 2-hour watch, or whoever's watching takes a 2-hour watch.
Could work.
So yeah, he'll do only one watch then.
Okay, so everybody takes a watch. Is that the case?
Seems like it.
So
He's gonna do one watch, and
first,
he will wake Vesteinn up.
okay, so Lycklig was the first one. He got a 3, so that's not a random encounter. And then Dagger got the second watch. Did he roll a d12, please?
That's a 9.
Okay, that's not an encounter. And who takes the third watch?
I can take the third watch.
Okay, you roll a d12 then.
I will take the third watch with Nirnie if possible.
Oh, yep. Please do.
But we need everybody to take their own watch, I think, if you want to do this way.
I'll stay up another 2 hours. We got lots of people. We can manage more than.
Right, but then that would
But
mean that you
you don't
stayed up
heal.
for 4 hours and you won't get all your healing. And you are the one that really needs the healing.
All right, that's fine. Whatever. Well, as I'll take the watch after him, and as he wakes me up, I'll be like, "Dude, no hard feelings. Just don't pull that crap again."
Yeah. So I just wake him up by poking him on the shoulder, hoping him to wake up.
Okay, sure.
And I will thank you, and I'll call him the dwarven word for friend.
All right.
Yeah.
Komra.
Stunty crotch biter.
Dwarves are Russian in Trudvang, so he's a comrade. He's a komra.
Yeah, comrades.
Valravn.
So Jorin can also roll a d12 then.
Oh, D12?
Mm-hmm.
Why are all D12s? That's weird.
For a random encounter.
Let me get the right window open here. An 11.
That's a random encounter. Easy one. So let's see here. What's
What's
gonna
What's the
happen?
weather like?
And I can talk to it.
Yeah, what's the weather like? It's still a little bit drizzling, actually. What's gonna happen? Okay. All right. So as Jorin can also do a perception check, and that perception check will be. Let's see. Where is that guy?
It's a base 10, right?
Yeah, but you will probably get some. Right here. So you get it's actually not 10. It's actually 2. You need to get under 2 plus minus your perception.
I got this.
Oh, but very close, very close.
There's weird constellations in the sky tonight, and as a Dimwalker, I'm got my star harp, and I'm just so entranced by them. And an aurora borealis comes across. Like, what the hell is that?
So suddenly, out of the bushes behind you, you hear a screech, like "Wah!" And as you turn around, you see 4 that seem to be the same kind of trolls as the one you killed before, the little one. You see 4 of these forest trolls rushing towards you.
Whoa. We got rid of the big guy, okay? We got big guy gone.
So that's
Do we wake up from this?
combat.
Okay, what's going on?
You can do a perception check as well. You can do a perception check with 10 plus minus your perception. All of you, to see if you wake up.
10 plus perception.
Mm-hmm.
I sleep deep.
Yeah, so do I.
All right.
I don't know.
So you have the first initiative, Brian. So what do you want to do? These guys are like about 10 meters away from you.
Oh.
We can probably use the same map, I guess.
I guess I'll yank out my my Wildfolk axe.
It was 1d10 or was it 1d20 to roll?
Okay, what's going on?
Four,
I had to take a phone call.
four
Four
forest
goblins.
trolls.
Attack this on my watch.
4 forest trolls attacked him on his watch.
I got a 3.
Oh,
Do I wake up?
So Jorin, you're sitting here somewhere.
Guys, pretty good. I'm pretty sure.
Are there rules about sleeping in armor?
You get minuses on everything you do the next day.
Okay.
Yeah, so no armor on right now. Awesome.
So Jorin, you can decide where you were sitting and keeping watch.
Yeah, probably on this log. Right here. Boop.
Okay, so that in that case they're coming from here.
Facing over that way. Yeah. What the hell?
Okay, that's too many. Should only be 4. So one of them jumps up on the stub here and just starts shouting and getting ready to jump you. You have a chance to do something before though.
do you try to wake us up, or are you going to?
I dig deep down into my diaphragm, and I just scream out in the worst possible Elvish curse word I know, like pretty much F off to these guys, but it comes out like so guttural and crazy, and my eyes just go super wide. I'm like, Kerbah!
Okay, so all of you wake up. I want all of you to roll 4d5
4d5.
to see how much fear factor you get from these guys.
I only get 44 or 46.
Are we awake?
You all just woke up.
Okay.
That's me too, right?
Yeah, everybody.
Does Psyche help you anything?
Yeah, it does. For each die, you remove your psyche.
Wait, why are we rolling 4 of them? I thought with groups of creatures it doesn't add together. It's just whatever's highest.
I'm adding
I believe
together.
that's true.
How did you find 45?
Probably a D5 for each monster.
Yeah, not 45, like 4 or 5.
Yeah, I don't find any on the basic rolls. It's one
Just
D4,
write-
D6.
Just write /R space 4d5.
I don't want to write.
Too bad.
And remember, for each die, you remove your psyche. Okay, so if you have +1 psyche, I think you get -1 on each roll.
Okay, yeah, so -4 basically.
Yeah, if you-
4d5
If you
minus
have
4.
+1. Yeah, if you have +1, right?
Mine 45 minus 4.
And you
Or-
take more if you have negative psyche.
Right.
Okay, I have 2. I forgot
Right.
about that, so I need to write it again. God damn it.
No, you just add or remove.
I might writing something wrong here.
All right.
/R.
I am anxious.
Yeah, so take a look and see what happens.
First time I've done fear, so
Right. So that's why it takes a little bit of time.
Okay.
Just looking here as well. If there's
So
anything.
Oh, here. So 9.
I got that Nexus too.
I got no idea.
You can write it
I
on the
rolled
automatic sheet and it will
45.
tell you.
-4 because I have a psyche of 1.
Right.
I had, and it gives me a total. Okay, I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, that can kind of be right. So I roll a 13. I have no idea what that means.
13
So in
total.
your sheet, you'll see a section that says fear right above the body points.
Right, it says fear points, and on my sheet it says 0 and then mod.
Okay, so green fields are ones you can put values into.
Right, and the only one on this is showing that has a green field that has.
The 0 is a green field. So if you click there, you could type
No,
in
no, it's
your points, and then the gray field below it will change depending on what point threshold you're at.
Okay, hold on. It looks like I'm at a -1.
Right. So if it's more than 10 points, 10 to 20, it's that you are frightened. Okay.
Right. So I have a -1 modifier because they
and
startle.
right, and -1 on all skill rolls, and also -1 initiative.
Yeah, all skill rolls, situation rolls, and initiative. Oh, that's something else I have to add to the initiative tracker.
So for each 1 minute, you lose 1 d10 of fear points. Okay. 1 minute is 12 action rounds.
Effectively, these guys or us will probably be dead at that point.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Nirnie?
Do I have time to actually try to speak to them?
They're attacking Jorin. They're just in the middle of a jump towards Jorin right now.
Oh, wow.
You can speak with them if you want, but you have to wait for your initiative.
Did they freak out with my scream? Did I scare them at all?
No. You're not so scary. Okay.
10 plus 1.
The initiative.
Just gonna give them numbers as well, so I can keep track.
Oh wait, that's wrong. Sorry, it was 1. There we go.
Everybody know their fear?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
18.
8.
Sucked.
So the one here on top of the stump there, he seems to be the one with the biggest nose and biggest ears. So he seems to be a little bit ahead of the other ones. But other than that, there's not much difference between them. So let's do initiative. Initiative. I'm gonna use this one.
Fear, how's fear mess with that?
Ja, det har varit bra. Jag har inte haft så mycket att jobba och sådär. Och, hur är det med dig?
Okay. And I got the initiative done. And then also I should take a look here.
Ja, bra.
All right, so guys, how does fear affect your initiative again?
So if you look on the sheet, there's the section where it has a fear mod. Like if you have 0 fear, you're unafraid. From 0 to 10, 1 to 10, you're anxious. And there's this mod that tracks you from it.
Remember now that
same way that damage works.
Remember,
so I rolled a 45 and I got not too great. So that's my fear points, or
Yeah, you go to the little fear box on the first page.
yeah, I understand that.
Fear points. You type in your fear points.
Okay, what we roll.
Ja, det var länge sedan.
Okay, the line below it
Ja, just
will
det.
then tell you
Ja, just
what that level is called, and under
det. I alla fall.
column mod will give you what
how
it's going to affect your dice.
What's your character's perception? I mean, not psyche. What's your character's psyche?
0.
Okay, so you took 13 fear points. So you should have a -1 to everything, I assume.
And also -1 initiative.
And if you hover over the thing under the mod, it'll actually tell you what it applies to.
Okay, Patrick.
Stupid.
Okay, never mind. He doesn't get it. But for the rest of us, are we counted as drawing weapons?
Yeah, you need to
Because
draw your
like
weapon.
I have a
Probably
two-handed
draw your
hammer.
weapons if you're waking up.
Okay, I have a two-handed hammer, which is probably just lying beside me. It has no sheath. I still get the -10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh well, you'll probably have to pick up item then.
Ja, just det.
Pick up some.
That's a special one.
Yeah, there is a pickup item. Under
Okay,
the
so
comment.
so that's -5 then for you.
All right.
If you have the weapon just lying next to you, you can get a -5 instead of -10 on the first round.
Okay. Because I see no reason to have a scabbard or anything else
Yeah,
for
yeah,
a
of
two-handed
course.
hammer.
Remember, guys, though, that if you did not have the watch and you didn't state to me before that you slept in your armor, you don't have armor on right now.
Right.
Okay.
I don't have armor.
So remove your armor from the initiative. Okay.
Armor and weapon, right?
A weapon you picked up just now. Huh?
Okay, so I have actually +2 on my initiative.
Right. So yeah, just
So-
remember that you don't have your armor on. It takes about 10 minutes to put on an armor, so you don't have time to do that.
10 -4 for initiative,
And also, Waldhelm rolled 40-10 instead of 45 for some reason, so you didn't
Yeah,
get that.
but if you look under there again, I have 1d10
Ja, just det.
Why did you
plus
roll 1d10? Or what?
initiative.
Yeah, but I'm talking about fear. You rolled
No,
40-10.
the fair is longer up. It's 45
So why did you roll 40-10?
because I was supposed to go for initiative and I didn't take away the
Okay. Got it. Okay.
before.
Okay.
His
So,
lazy butt didn't type it in.
Right. So, everybody done with the initiative and what they want to do and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start. 20 to 15? No. 15 to 10?
And
Okay, go for it.
Val, with her, is gonna pick up her shield, and for 5 points, and she's going to pick up her seax and I guess draw it.
Jo, men
That's
där.
gonna be her whole turn.
Okay. So, 3 of these creatures, number 1, 3, and 4, looking from the left, they just have C-axis. The one on the stump, he has a small shield and a short sword, it seems. Okay, are you done?
Yeah. She's just picking up her shield and her seax, and she's not even standing up because
Okay.
I can't.
All right, cool. And then we have 9.
Yes,
Yes.
Ja, liksom.
yes, I'm gonna use my skill, walk in shadows.
Okay.
You know, it should be easier to do it right now and on the daytime, but yeah,
Well, it's in the middle of the night right now.
yeah. So it should be easier to do it.
Sure. You get a +5.
But- +5 on it. Okay, 15. 20 more 1d20. Yeah.
Ja, man tar det lite lugnare. Nej.
With that, I'm gonna move myself to pick it up my character and move to the bushes.
If you need to stand up, that also costs points, right?
Okay. How much point does it cost to stand up?
Cost
Ja,
10
sen så orkar
points.
man ändå inte riktigt liksom. Ja,
Cost 10 CP to stand up. And it costs 5 CP to pick up your weapon. So that's 15 CP.
Okay, and then I'm gonna just stand there.
So probably, yeah, so you picked up your weapon and stood
I
up.
have 8.
So you can do one of those things then. You pick up your weapon or you stand up.
I just pick up my weapon, then
Okay, You're still lying down, but you're very sneakily lying down.
yeah, I'm actually laying in the shadow of Western.
Right. Okay. So that's 9. And now we go to 8.
I'm going to point this out before we get too far. We set up tents, and we're probably sleeping in them.
Do we have tents?
I do. Apparently, Greld does, and I don't know if anybody else does, because I know I have one at least because of a small camping kit.
Right. So, I mean, even if you have tents, you just need to move out of the tents, pretty much.
Okay.
So you need to stand up, you need to pick up your weapon, and you need to move out of your tents. So 2 of the goblins have 8 initiative. The 2 on the left. So they are both moving in, trying to jump on Jorin. Okay. So they're gonna move.
They need to think twice about what they're doing because it's not going to be good for them.
So the first one, he moves 3 meters. It costs 9 points. And he tries to jump up on you. So that's a total of 15 points. And that's all he does. And the second guy is also jump up on you. So that they both are on top of you now.
My chance to evade any of that or dodge?
Yeah, do a dexterity for both of them. 10 plus minus your dexterity modifier.
So it's a D20.
Yeah.
Less than 12. Because base 10 and then my dex mod.
Right. Okay. What about the second one?
How does this do, I mean, I was just trying to pull it up, but how does it affect the initiative? Because, okay, I failed that one.
Okay, so I'm just going to move one of these.
Because I think my initiative drops would have been less. It's going to be less now. I'm going last anyway, so.
Yeah. Okay, so one of them managed to jump up on you. You can try to get him off you later if you want.
What's that?
You can try to get him off of your shoulders later. If you want.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I got wrestling.
So that's the 2 of those. Now we'll go to 7. 6. 5. Okay, 6.
I had 7.
Okay,
Sorry.
7.
Dagger's gonna pick up his shield.
Okay.
Oh wait, hold on. He can use
Dagger probably
use shield bearer weapon actions to pick up a shield, right?
Yeah.
Can you use comfort points from that?
Sure. And also, maybe Dagger even slept in his armor and everything, since it doesn't really matter for him. Maybe.
Does he get negatives from it?
Nah.
Okay,
he doesn't
yeah.
Get sore and stuff.
So yeah, he's gonna pick up his shield and I guess pick up his.
Sure. So that's 10 points.
That's right. Yeah, I have 8 that are free, but I also have ones in shield bearer and one-handed heavy. Can I use those?
Sure.
Okay, yeah, he picks them both up.
Okay. And that's his turn, right?
Yes.
And then we have 6 and 5 and
5.
Okay, 5.
So I'm going to get out of my tent and I'm not going to draw my axe because I'm not a very good fighter. But I'm going to go out and start yelling, "Not enemies! Not enemies!"
Okay.
Kind of angry, kind of tired, grumpy.
All right. Sure. And that's all you do? You don't pick anything up or anything?
Nope.
Okay, sure. So do you move? You move out of the
I move
camp
out
a little bit?
so around the fire.
So move your character then.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, cool. So that's 5, right?
Yes.
And then 4. The third goblin is actually number 4, so he's also gonna try to jump up on Jorin. It seems like these goblins are following their leader and doing the same thing as him. So he's gonna try to jump. You can do a dexterity save again, the same as before.
Ay, ay, ay.
Okay, so he doesn't manage to jump up on you. He's just next to you here now. Let's see.
This is dex save. It's not evade, but
Yeah, but it's just kind of trying to get him off you. So that's him. Then we have 3 and 2 and 1. So for 1 is the last
One.
guy. Okay, you're first then.
1. Shield and axe. That's all. Shield and axe.
All right, you pick your stuff up. And this
I'm
last
ready
guy is
myself.
trying to
Yep.
jump up on your shoulders as well. So one more dex save. Brian,
yo.
one more save. Okay, perfect. So the 3 normal enemies didn't manage to get up. But the little bit bigger one, the little bit one with the bigger nose and the nicer and the shield and the short sword, he actually managed to jump up on your shoulders, and he's like standing on top of you, holding himself there and like this, and all of his little minions are.
He's about to get it because I have wrestling.
Right. Awesome. 0. -1. -2. Okay, -1. Go for it.
So I am going to. So he's on my back.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna just. Yeah, I'm just gonna grab him. I guess brawling would be the case here. I'm just gonna just grab him by the neck. And just,
So let's do a contest here then. So you roll your wrestling first.
Oh, come on.
Okay, so you try to get him off, but he kind of bit down a little bit harder and stayed up there. Okay. -2, -3, -4.
-3.
-3, okay.
All right. I grab my hammer. I stand up. I am still in the tent. So I will at least severely damage the tent, probably. Standing up in it.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know. That's going to be up to you and anything like that.
I think the tent has probably seen worse being in your possession.
Very probably. It would have probably looked like it has been mended a couple of times. I scream my battle cry, Dvorgel! And
Okay.
I will charge towards Jordan.
Do you have any points left to move?
Let's see. I only use.
There's 5 points to pick up your weapon, and then 5 points to stand up.
10 points to stand up.
10 points. Okay. Yeah, 15 points totally to pick up your weapon and stand up.
Okay, so it looks like I can move 1.5 meters.
Okay, so 1 meter down.
Okay.
I think someone is hungry.
There we go. Okay, that's everyone, right? Did we miss anybody? No? Okay. So roll your new initiative and let's do it again. If you didn't roll it already. And like we said before, right? Let's try to roll it as soon as you're done with your turn, and also start to figure out what you want to do next.
So what's oh great.
And remember, still don't have your armor on and stuff like that, huh?
So I take it fighting unarmed doesn't put any modifiers on your initiative like a weapon would?
Of course it does. I mean, if you don't use your weapon, you don't count your weapon initiative modifier.
Right.
So you can remove that. So that's something you guys need to keep track of as well. Are you using any weapons, or you having armor on? So, for example, Vesteinn, how did you get -6?
Because it should be. Because when I look on my sheet, I have a fur leather modifier of 1. That's gone. I have a dexterity of 0. So it should be -7.
Right now you're using... Oh, the Twi-hammer is -7? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It should be minus... Oh, it should be -6. -6. Because you have combat experience that gives you +1.
Right, okay, that's right.
But also, if you're scared, you get -1 as well, so don't forget that.
Oh, yeah, I did.
The total -7 then.
So I'm -7.
Yeah, don't forget, guys, to add your fear modifier as well to your combat actions and to your initiative.
Tiger ain't scared.
Nope, not scared. Okay, so I'm gonna start counting down again. 20 to 15. 15 to 10.
10.
Okay, go for it.
I think I'm gonna stand up. That's it.
Didn't you do that last time?
No, I was laying down. I took up my weapon.
Okay, you're standing up. Perfect. Okay, 9, 8. So for 8, we have the 2 little guys. But Brian is not here right now. So let's wait a little bit for Brian. Intermission, I guess.
Brian!
You said that standing up is 10?
Yeah.
10 combat
Or your
points
whole
is standing up?
Indeed.
It's 10 or your whole turn. If you don't have enough to stand up, you can just have your whole turn stand up.
Got it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see if... There we go. Hey, Brian. So we're down on initiative 8 right now. Do you have more than 8?
No, I'm 5.
Okay, so these 2 guys are going to attack you. So let's start with number 1 on the left of you. He's going to try to attack you twice. Okay? So let's see. Misses the first one. And also the second one. And the guy on top of you is going to try to stab you as well. 2 times. And he's going to get yeah, he's going to get a -3 on his attacks because he's on top of you. Actually, should he?
And he's grabbed. I got him grabbed too.
Right, yeah. Yeah, he gets -3. He's just going to do 1 attack then. And he misses.
How much damage did I take when they first attacked me?
You didn't take any damage. You just jumped on top of
Okay, all right. Okay, cool.
All right. Okay.
I'm at a 5, so.
So 7, 6.
I'm 7.
Okay.
So Val is going to stand up.
Oh, he didn't stand up yet. Huh?
Well, I had to pick up stuff.
Right.
And that's all of her free and combat action points.
All right then. Then we have 6 and then 5.
5. I'm going to go back to the tent and grab my axe. Because apparently they didn't listen.
All right, so that's all you can do this turn then.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we have 4.
Yes.
I had 5.
Oh, you had 5. Okay, Jorin.
Yeah. So I'm going to try to. I need to bring this to the ground, so I'm going to do a. If he's on my back, I'm just going to do like a suplex move. Bam. To bring
You're gonna
him
try
down.
to hit him with your sword or something?
No. I still got him grabbed, so I'm going to
Okay.
do a suplex. I'm going to do like a suplex move where I grab him and I just fall backwards. Bam.
Okay.
Get-
Do another
get-
wrestling then.
Catch him on his spine or something. 20 less than 12. Okay. Please get a 1. Please get a 1. I got a 5 though.
Okay. So let's see if you can succeed in not.
Yeah, I have no idea what the damage is on this.
So yeah, he didn't succeed in avoiding your nice fallback, and you can give him some damage, maybe 1d5. 1d5 of damage, and he will lose his grip on you.
Did the others go rolling?
And the other ones are not on top of him.
Yeah, they haven't. They missed on their last attempt.
1d5.
So to help an initiative in the future, people, whenever we're on watch, have your weapon out with you while on watch. That makes sense. That way we don't incur the -10 on initiative. It just makes sense.
So that kind of stuff is something you're gonna have to tell me how you sleep.
Right. Yeah, that's why I'm mentioning it now.
Yeah. So 1d5 damage. Yeah, you can roll that.
It was a 2.
Okay, at 2 damage.
Where the hell is?
Plus your strength, right?
Yeah, I was 0. So if that's, is it just a D5? Because I can't find. Oh yeah, D5.
Yeah, unarmed attacks
I
are
got it.
D5.
I'm an idiot.
Right. I'm just trying to figure out, does this guy have any armor? I think he does.
No, he
The
doesn't.
same as the other
He
one.
doesn't. Whatever it is, I shattered it.
So how much damage did you say you did? 3?
2.
2. Okay, and he has
Right to his spine.
2.
Crushed a disc.
And he does have some kind of armor, doesn't he? Yeah. Okay, so he doesn't seem to have hurt himself, but he drops his grip on you, and now he's behind you instead.
Okay, now I'm surrounded. Get these guys off of me! You shall feel the wrath of Clan Ravenhold.
Indeed.
My turn then?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna move a character. Since I'm still in shadows, walking in shadows, so they aren't gonna see me move.
What did you get when you walked in the shadows before?
Got a success. Or above 15. And
you got a 10. Okay, so you got with 5 extra. So just gonna see if they actually see you.
Yep. Then I'm just gonna move my character to the place I'm thinking for.
Yeah, go for it.
How many squares was it again? I can move for 8 combat points.
2 points per square.
Okay, just give me a moment. I'm gonna. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yep. That was all of my combat points.
So what happened here? Yeah, I just see a lot of movement back and forth, back and forth. Why did you
Yeah,
do that?
just
You can just use
give
the
that command.
that ruler
Regular
next time.
Yeah.
Because now you're moving forever. So let's just wait for that to finish. So you're just moving, you're doing nothing else, huh?
I'm just gonna move.
Doesn't it?
Since I can move in the shadows.
Yeah, please don't do that again because now it's covering the whole screen here.
Okay.
Just use the ruler and then move it without doing anything else. Okay. So then it's the third guy's turn. He's gonna try to hit the Jorin. Of course. So let's see. All right. He's gonna try to hit you 2 times with his CX. Fail and fail. Fail both times. And then we go to 3.
3.
All right, go for it.
I stand up.
Okay, good work. And then we go to 2. And then we go to 1. For 1, we have the last guy. And the rightmost guy there, he seems to have noticed a Waldhelm moving around. So he's kind of turning that way. And but he's still attacking Jorin though. So he's also trying to attack you twice. Fail and succeed. So he succeeds with his second attack. Do you want to block or anything? Or did you use all of your points already? Ryan.
Right.
Yeah. Bringer, what's up?
He managed to hit with the second attack.
Damn it. With how much?
He did
With his axe, right?
a CX, a little dagger.
Oh,
He did 3 damage.
Oh.
Do you have your armor? Do you have armor at all?
No, because I was on watch.
Well, the one on watch have armor and everything ready.
Oh, I guess so then.
Yeah. So
oh my god, I was doing initiative as if I wasn't. So I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Just to be fair, I'm gonna say no because I was doing it with initiative. So
that's okay. No. Doesn't matter so much.
It does what I'm getting hit.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It doesn't matter so much with initiative, so you can decide if you want to have it or not. Just so next turn we kind of calculate the proper initiative. That's all. So if you want to, my connection again.
Yeah, it's on.
If you want to have the armor on, then that's fine as well.
Oh yeah, I didn't take anything.
Okay. Anyway, so that's that, and then we have 0, and then -1, -2.
Dagger.
Okay. -1.
Dagger's gonna stand up.
Okay, perfect. -2, -3, -4. Who is left?
Me, probably, and I'm at -7.
Okay. Anybody else left? No? Okay, so let's go to you then.
How far away is the nearest?
How far away they are? You can use the ruler and we can see. Let's see here. Where are you? Vesteinn. They're just next to you.
Okay. All right. So I don't have to do anything. So it's going to be /roll D20. Okay. So the guy that is standing next to me, I will hit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's normally a D10, and I will hit him for 5.
Plus your strength.
So I will hit him for 9, yeah.
All right. He doesn't look very happy about that. So you slam into him with your battle hammer, and he kind of flies away a little bit from the pressure, but he's still standing. Okay, next round. Did you already roll your initiative, guys?
Yep.
Okay, just waiting for. And even when you're waiting for your round to start, you can roll it. You're very late.
Since I'm pretty much going to go last.
Yeah.
Go ahead and take care of everybody else.
I mean, Dagger is also pretty much going to go last.
Okay, everybody ready? So
Yep, I'm ready.
20 to 15, 15 to 10.
It's a deep. Okay.
Anything, Brian?
We D10 for initiative, right?
Right.
I'm losing my.
Yeah, D10 plus minus.
I'm paying attention. It's just honestly, we cannot roll our initiative ahead of time because things are going to change based on what everybody else is doing during the round.
Right, but your initiative is still going to be the same.
It won't because of the stuff that we use in the negatives. So
right, but yeah, I mean, of course, if you come to a situation where you suddenly want to drop your sword or something, it
For
will change.
next session, I'm going to try to make the initiative part easier to understand and use.
All right.
I mean, no, I mean, it's easy to understand. It's just, I mean, yeah, okay, yeah, I can go ahead and roll my initiative ahead of time. But what if I decide, based on what everybody else has done and what I perceive, that I want to yank out my weapon? Then I have to.
Right.
Then I have to change. You know.
So then you can just change it on the fly. You know, if you roll a 10,
apply the negatives and redo the math on what we already rolled. You know, we can always do.
Think like this,
you
right?
can do it on what you already rolled.
Yeah.
But you can't go. Then you can't retroactively move up the initiative.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm going.
I mean, how it works is like, let's say you roll a 10 with plus and minuses that you have, right? And then you drop your weapon, so you have 11 instead of 10 because your weapon was -1 initiative, for example. So that's how you can do it. Maybe you decide to drop your weapon and then you jump up one step in initiative because of that. So that's something you can kind of keep in mind. But don't overthink it. Just roll it and then we will help each other. So anybody on 10? No? 9? 8? No? Well, we have 2 guys here on 8.
Yep, I'm on 8. And who else is?
So
go ahead, Vesteinn.
Vesteinn, you're on 8?
No, I'm on 2.
Okay.
Huh?
Great. So
Okay, well, yeah, I'm on 8.
The guy left on Jorin is gonna try to attack Jorin again. He's gonna just attack you once this time though.
He's on a 9?
He hit you.
No, I think he was on an 8.
Which is what I'm on. So
yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear you say anything.
Yes, he did. Well, I heard him.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, you're first then, Jorin. Of course. So what do you want to do, Brian?
So I'm still. He's not on me anymore. So
No, he's behind you now.
It's pretty much the brawling and just cold cocking him.
You're gonna hit the guy behind you.
Yeah, the leader, because he was the guy that fell off,
right.
the one that I'm mostly focused on right now.
So do an unarmed then. What did you have any weapons drawn when you were on?
No.
Okay, nothing drawn.
Apparently, I'm much better with a weapon.
Right. So that was a D5 though. Oh, that was your damage. Okay. Yeah. So roll under your unarmed brawling. Yeah.
Okay.
To see if you hit.
So
didn't he already do that?
Did he?
He already did.
Rolling D20 less than 12.
Yeah.
That is correct.
Oh, okay.
He succeeded.
This is what I'm talking about, having so many windows open. We're either in Roll20 or we're looking at.
I just thought since last time you also did 1d5 of damage, I kind of thought it was that one. That's okay. And it's also getting a little bit. It's over 3 hours now as well. So
yeah, and plus I mean, it's always going to be a 1d5 damage under arms. So I mean, so far I've only done like three damage to this dude.
Okay, so he's gonna try to block you, and with his brawling, And he has... Okay. And he got a fumble. So roll another d5 damage to see.
Please.
Oh, nice. Yes. Okay. So you do 6 damage to that guy.
That's always a 1d5. It's not an open roll.
Right.
No. Okay, and he also falls prone. So you hit him right in the noggin, and he kind of like an uppercut like this, and he just falls backwards on his back. So he's now prone, this guy.
I'm gonna turn to the other dudes. You want some?
And they're like, kind of shy back a little bit. And he seems to be quite hurt now, actually. Not super badly, but yeah, quite hurt.
Which of them?
The leader guy. The one in the middle there. Middle of all of you.
Okay.
I can maybe give him a symbol or something.
That would be nice.
Which one were you using for right now? Oh, this one. There we go.
Broken back.
Okay. So then you have 4, right?
Oh, I have 5.
Oh,
You
I have
also have
4, no 5.
6.
6.
I think you jumped it when.
Oh yeah, we're still on 8, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So there's still actually. Okay. Sorry, I'm also getting tired. It's still the 2 goblins' turn. So the goblin left of Jorin is gonna try with 1 attack, and he missed. And the leader guy is also gonna try with his rest of his attack there.
He's got to get back up.
Yeah, he's quite fucked up now, so he doesn't have a big chance here. Yep, he failed as well. So they both failed, and then we go to 7. And then 6.
One-man team over here.
6.
Okay, who has the highest
You're
dexterity?
Alpakka.
Alpakka is 6 as well.
No, I have 5.
Okay, so
Okay.
6. Who has the best
Yeah, I got
dexterity?
6.
What's your
I have a
dexterity
dex of
modifier?
0.
Okay. And Greld?
I got -1 in dexterity.
Okay, so Valravn first.
Okay, I will. Move out of the tent
Mm-hmm.
up to the prone guy. Make a Seox attack against him.
Right.
He's gonna knife him.
Yeah.
Go for it.
That is a fail.
All right. That's all.
Yeah, that's all for her.
All right. Then we have the Greld.
Yes. So look here if I can. 1, 2. Okay, that wasn't good.
Oh, don't use that one. Use the ruler instead. Because when you do that, you're gonna move your character.
Okay. So the ruler. Which
the
button is
circle,
that?
circle with a ruler.
Okay. Yeah. No. There. There we go. No. Anyhow, I move 1. So 2. So I got
That's 4 points.
yeah, 4 points. So I got three more points to attack.
Right.
So I just trying to hit the guy. Do I get any bonuses for him laying on the ground?
Do we?
Prone.
Do we get any bonuses for that?
I know standing up triggers a action of opportunity.
Ooh.
He's just lying down. I mean, it's actually might even be more difficult to hit him since he's on the ground.
You probably
Well, he's kind of as big as I am.
you should probably try to just trick me or something.
So he's you're not going to get any negative or
Okay, yeah.
positive bonus there.
Okay.
Said he can't attack while he's on the ground.
Right.
Okay. Then
And standing up, we can attack him when he stands up.
I try to hit him with the axe. So,
Good luck.
ow,
Oh,
I miss.
almost. All right.
No, I have to get under 3 because I only
I know.
have
I'm just saying almost because you got 7. So that's your turn, right?
Yep.
And then we go to 5, right? 5 next.
Yep, that is me.
All right.
And I was actually thinking about sneak attacking the guy in the middle of
Okay.
us.
Yeah,
Since
go
I'm
for it.
actually standing there.
Exactly. Yeah, go for it.
So I got a sweet 12 on that.
So you don't need to have an you hit automatically with a sneak attack.
Oh, the
right?
sneak attack.
Look at the sneak attack skill if you haven't already. To
Yeah,
see what it
he's
does.
standing 12.
12. Oh no, that's not something. That's something that's
You get an additional 10 combat points.
Yeah, because
It's
I
not
have
automatic.
shadow arts.
Isn't it automatic? Isn't the sneak attack automatic?
I don't know.
Is Waldhelm going to go around that rock?
No,
Perform a sneak attack
You're
instead
not
of a
going
surprise
around
attack.
it?
I'm thinking about taking out the leader.
A surprise attack gives you 10 extra combat
It's a-
points. They take a negative.
It's
5.
not a surprise attack, it's a sneak attack. So the attack hits automatically and provides an additional open roll of damage, no matter the result of the first roll. In addition to the open roll, the victim takes an additional 2 points of damage per each level of sneak attack.
2.
Yeah, so you are hit automatically. You do 2d10 of damage.
2d10 of damage.
Plus your strength plus your sneak attack times 2. So what's your sneak attack?
2d12. 2d10 plus my strange. 2d12 plus my strength.
Right,
And
and
I
plus
don't have
your
any strength, so I'm 0.
and the sneak attack times 2. What's your level in sneak attack?
2.
Okay, so
So
that's 4
it's-
more damage.
So it's gonna be 1.
1,
2d12 plus 1.
2d12, 2d10 plus
Do
4.
10 plus 4.
Yeah.
Okay, where did the 4 come from?
I asked you, right? What's your level in sneak attack? You get a sneak
Oh, yeah.
attack level times 2 for damage. And now my connection went down again. Sorry, my connection went down again. Like I said, you get the sneak attack level times 2 in extra damage as well.
Yeah, so I got 22.
Okay.
If you say
22? No, you
yeah,
get
if
11.
you say what is, or is it just the 2d12?
2d10.
10. Yeah, plus 4
Yeah.
is 11.
Right. So that's the damage you do. Okay,
Yep.
11, and then you can hit him with your normal attacks as well if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that too.
Let's see here though before we do that, because he might not be so happy right now.
Sneak attacking. You don't know when it's happened.
Silence, like a fart in the night.
So how do you want to kill him? How do you want to do this, Alpakka?
I want to do it so it don't notice I kill him. Just cut his
Okay.
head off.
So describe how do you do it? You come up from the bushes and
Come out of the bushes and take his head and slit it off and say, "Fucking goblins."
Okay. So suddenly Waldhelm pops out of the bushes. Nobody really noticed that he was gone, and just grabs the hair of the forest troll and slits his throat and says, "Fucking goblins." And as he's dying, he says, "I'm a forest troll, you bastard!"
I don't understand what he said, anyways.
Yeah, well, Greld understood. So yeah, he's dead.
Where'd you move to?
As
Where'd
soon-
Waldhelm move to?
I'm here.
Which one did you attack?
The main
The
guy.
guy on the ground.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as
all right,
soon
cool.
as he dies, the other ones scatter to the wind.
Nice.
So if you don't want to follow them or anything, you can just finish the combat there. Does anybody want to follow them? Or?
I will start after them and just combat round. It's going to be, again, pretty obvious. I have an internal struggle because my eyes were flashing, the ears were twitching, the tail was whipping about, and I will stop.
Okay. If nobody wants to follow them, do you want to attack one of them?
No, as I understand it, they ran off and they're out of my range.
No. I mean, it's not their turn yet, so they can't run off yet. But
okay, I go at a 2.
Right, so they are going on a 4. At least one of them. So I guess this guy will run away at least. Okay, the rest of them are still there.
Then I will attack the that guy there.
Is anybody ahead of you? You're at 2, right?
I'm at 2, so I don't know. I was just doing flavor.
You're at 4? Okay, so you're first in Flynn.
So I'm gonna burn. Looks like if it's a full 4 to get to him, is that 8 points I gotta burn to get to him?
Indeed. 8 points. Well, I guess you want to go to one ahead of him, right? So that might not be 8 points, then maybe 6 points.
Okay. Can I swing an axe with 4 points?
Of course.
Do it.
Then I will swing my axe. Okay, I got a 2, so that's a hit.
Perfect. Yeah, you do the damage.
Sweet.
Okay, I got an 8 plus 2 is 10.
All right. And is that a heavy two-handed weapon? Or heavy
No. This is just an axe, a single hand. Bardy axe.
Okay. So what was the?
It's a heavy weapon, but it's a Bardy.
So what was the total damage you said?
10.
Okay, 10. Cool. So he looks quite hurt at this point, but he's running away as well. So he's not happy. Okay, and then we have Vesteinn, I guess.
Okay.
Because you're the only one left now, right? Everybody else?
Usually.
Okay, yeah. Okay, Vesteinn first and then Dagger.
So... 6.
You only need to go one step, so you only need to use 2 points.
Well, no. Okay. Well, no, wait a minute. Let me see. I'm going to need to use 4 points to get to where I can attack him.
You just need to go one step down, right?
No, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you can go there and attack him.
I go there and attack him.
All right, go for it. So that's 2 points. And then whatever you have left.
So I have... come on. All right, so I have 18 points normal. Okay, and I'm -1 for fear. It will give me 17. Minus... 15. So there we go. I am at less than 15. Man, I missed by 1.
So close. All right, and then that's 2, and then we go to 1. And 1 is the fourth guy's turn. This guy here, he's also running away. Bravely run away. And then we go to 0, and then I guess it's a dagger's turn.
Okay, Dagger is going to push past everyone to like here-ish, and he's going to make an attack. Let's see, that was what, 4 points to move. So that is
He was up there, right?
what?
Wasn't he up there?
Yeah, I moved him, so that was 4 points to move.
That was 3 meters, right? So that's 6 points.
Right. Sorry, it was
So 6 points to move, and then whatever he has left.
which puts him at math is 7. He fails.
Okay. So, all right. That's that turn. Do you still want to attack the guy? You can do so if you get more than 8 in your initiative. So everybody can just run one more initiative round, and if you get more than 8, you get a chance to attack him.
Okay, Val's at 9, so
Okay. Anybody else got more than 8? You can attack him.
doesn't withdrawing from combat trigger an attack action of opportunity?
Yeah. It does. So you're also going to get that if you have less than 8. You stand next to him. All right. What about the rest of you? Did anybody get more than 8?
I got 9.
No, 9. Okay. Nobody. You got more than 8, Nirnie?
No, but I'm not going to do anything
Okay.
because
What about
they are
Alpakka?
apparently running away.
You got more than 8, Alpakka?
Oh no, I didn't roll at all. I'm just happy about I'm killing that that guy.
So
Fucking
roll
goblins.
and see if you get more than 8.
Okay. One. No, is initiative.
Yeah.
Is initiative roll, right?
Yeah.
12.
Okay. So Alpakka, you're first.
Okay.
Actually, you can roll that again, but it doesn't really matter at this point.
Initiative?
Because you got a 10, so it's an open roll. But
Oh,
it doesn't matter because you're still gonna go first.
I got 4. Okay. I'm gonna move around Vesteinn and gonna attack the last goblin.
Alright, so that would be your
Just there and there. Yeah, it's 2 squares.
Alright,
It's
so that's
2
4 points. Well, you cannot stand in the same square as another person. So you need to move like there.
I'm not standing on the same square.
So that's 6 points to go there.
Okay, 6 points.
And then
I'm
whatever
gonna
points you
attack
have
him.
left, you can attack this. Also remember your fear and stuff.
I have 2 points left for
Okay.
attacking.
What bad guys do we have left? That's my
Only one.
question.
Only that one.
We're
rest of
using-
them-
That one is 2 that have fleed in case you want to use a bow.
No.
We are surrounded the last guy anyways.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll for attack then.
Mhm.
1d10. Or is it 2 for me now?
1d20 to see if you've hit first.
1d20 to hit. I
And
got
you-
13.
Yeah, you don't hit that.
No.
Okay. So then this Valravn.
Okay, Val is going to move 2 meters to here. And that's close to 4 points.
You can't stand in the same square as someone else.
I'm not. Dagger's standing here, and I'm standing here.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I just saw the shield.
And
Okay, perfect.
I'm going to make a Seox attack.
All right.
I think Jorin's still on the ground. Isn't that who you're standing on right there?
I didn't fall. So
Am I standing on someone?
No.
Oh, sorry.
Are you standing in the same square? Oh,
Oh, okay, never mind.
that's why our dagger is standing in the same square as. That's kind of weird. Yeah, he's put him there. All right, so try your attack.
Yeah, I attacked my 6. I hit.
Okay, so how much damage do you do?
I deal 9 points of damage.
Damn, that's pretty good.
Plus, do I have strength? I have 0 strength. Okay.
Okay, he looks really hurt now. Pretty much ready to die. Actually, no, actually he is dead. So how do you do this?
Valravn's just gonna lunge forward and shove the dagger right up and under his chin.
All right, nice. So Valgraven takes the last poor little forest troll and just slices his
It's
jaw open.
don't say poor little forest troll. They attacked us, so fuck those guys.
That's true enough.
He's just gonna hold it there and say, "Let's speak for the thoughts."
All right.
Fuck those goblins.
So the rest of the guys manage to run away, bravely run away. You are again the victors, and let's finish the game here today. Huh? We played for 3.5 hours already, and this is my second game today, so I feel like my brain is melting. I haven't eaten anything all day either. So nice game, guys. Next time we're gonna loot and sleep some more, and see what happens next day. Huh?
How about
2 more
XP?
watches, right? There's 2 more watches left to do.
Right, but since you already had an encounter, you're not gonna have to roll anymore.
Okay.
It's only 1 encounter per night as a max. About XP and stuff, I decided to give you XP after the module is done. Because if I give you XP after each fight, it's not going to be enough to even do anything with. So it's not going to feel like you're succeeded with anything. You also get XP based on your perfect rolls. So that's something as well. So I'm keeping track of here who rolls perfect and on what.
Nice.
And that's going to give you some extra points as well.
Oh.
So yeah, that's something to think about. So I hope you enjoyed. Was a lot of fighting this game. I think it went much smoother with the fighting this time.
Yeah.
So that felt good. I mean, that's one of the heaviest parts of this game, right? So I'm very happy we managed to push through the. Okay, my connection died again. Damn connection. But that was my connection again. I'm happy we managed to push through the problems with the fighting, and I hope my fucking connection can get better soon. And yeah, thanks everybody for watching, and hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna put this on YouTube pretty soon. If you want to support us, you can give us a tip downstairs there. I connected it to my PayPal, so we can use that for like paying for Zoom and stuff like that in the future, or maybe some gear. And yeah. Follow if you haven't followed already. We're gonna play. This was a little bit of an off here on Saturday. We usually play on Sundays, so next week we're gonna play on Sunday again.
Bless you.
Huh? Sorry, Brian.
Whoever sneezed, bless you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So thanks you guys for joining us, and thanks for the game, guys, and good work. Bye bye.
Bye. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.